Greetings, brothers and sisters, friendly cousins. Thank you for meeting us here on the upper deck of Radio Jamaica 94 FM. Welcome indeed to our show, Wisdom Unveiling, where we say whatever need to be said to enlighten each other and help each other know ourselves. Indeed, we live in a state of absolute unknowingness. Imagine not knowing that you don't actually know yourself. Not knowing that you don't actually know your own child. You don't know your lover, your husband, your wife. We just had a hurricane coming straight toward us at Category 5. And just imagine that people who think they are ordinary because they don't actually know themselves, powerful people who have no idea how powerful they truly are, they prayed so powerfully that those Jamaicans directed the storm to lessen its intensity and pass near the island instead of through it. And these people who believe that they are poor people who believe that they are powerless, influence the atmosphere, and the result is that we got a little, what we call the fruit storm effect. Like a storm who hates fruits, destroying billions of mangoes and push down a few fruit trees. And yes, we feel sad for those people whose property and homes got damaged or lost. But most of us ended up very much okay. Still, after all that, we still have no idea who we are. So let me give you a clue. In this world, there are 12 types of personalities. "12 types of images and mental likenesses of God with the power to make certain things happen or block certain things from happening. Not through religion, but through astrological identity. Of course, religion helps. But with and without religion, we are the children of the Most High, the positive force. So, to all of you who offered prayers, thank you for saving us all. We give thanks for the Abasi people among us, the Bandele people among us, the Cheke people among us, the Daudi people among us, the Ihioze people, the Fadil people, the Gamba people, the Hakizimana people, the Ibrahim people, the Jabarai people, the Kamau people, and the Lesimba people among us. You are all here with us every day, every night. And we thank you for doing what you don't even know that you have done, just by your worthiness, for your prayers to be answered. Thank you, dear family. I'm going to say family of like-minded peoples. And thanks to God and Goddess who have so wisely created us all. Of course, if we can believe that there's a God. And if we find it hard or impossible to believe that there's a Goddess, then there's something unfair and unbalanced about our belief system. Of course, more storms are coming, this year. This is the year of the dragon, This is just the beginning. We'll soon have to pray again. So let me encourage you to pray more. And perhaps, just perhaps, when Dragon Year is done, we can say, we did it. We done it. Not because we're feisty, but because we are very, very humble people. Yes, we're humble Africans, for real. Yeah. Brothers and sisters, join me as we enter the lion. For here in the 21st century, our collective survival is most important. It is for this reason we are spearheading a campaign featuring Man, Know Thyself. This is the publication of African astrology through the Wisdom Unveiled series of books. Indeed, wisdom has taught us that if humanity, especially the African race, is to return to our original glory, we must take a quantum leap forward by entering on a massive scale the realm of self-awareness. To do so, we'll need a most important tool. We would certainly need to have a chart that explains who we are as individuals. The beautiful thing about this chart is that it is not one that excludes other races. It speaks the truth to all races and nations, the brotherhood of mankind. The 12 books of wisdom unveiled are a massive eye-opener to guide humanity into absolute consciousness. For finally, we enter the realm of the conquering lion. With this knowledge, we will be positioned to overcome our social difficulties, as we will know exactly who is who among us. We will know exactly with whom we are mating, and exactly when it will be best to make children who will blend harmoniously with us as parents. In the business world, we will be winners too, as we would know exactly who to team up with and with whom we should not. For if 3 men who were called wise men because of their knowledge of the stars enriched and guided the Savior and his parents into safety, allowing the Savior to spiritually save the world, then we may as well share astrological wisdom and save each other from the pitfalls of ignorance in this world. It is important to note that the Wisdom Unveiled series takes 12 books to enter the lion. These 12 books are Book 1, the Book of Abasi. Now that book is on the road doing very well right now. Book 2, the Book of Bandele. That book is also on the road doing amazingly well. Book 3, the Book of Chike, that is soon to be released. Book 4, the Book of Daudi. Book 5, the Book of Ihioze. Book 6, the Book of Fadil. Book 7, the Book of Gamba. Book 8, the Book of Hakizimana. Book 9, the Book of Ibrahim. Book 10, the Book of Jabarai. Book 11, the Book of Kamau. Book 12, the Book of Lesimba, featuring the ways and wisdom of their respective peoples. Wisdom Unveiled have been approved by great educators, thinkers, mystics, herbalists, and healers. Wisdom Unveiled also got many thumbs up from a group of distinguished lawyers in an air-conditioned office on a sunny day in Kingston, Jamaica. Wisdom Unveiled also got great approval from 10 fishermen in a huge fishing boat off the coast of Cuba on a rainy day. The book Wisdom Unveiled and the concept of Enter the Lion was praised by a large group of intelligent fifth form students who absolutely loved it. Wisdom Unveiled was inspected by a very stern inspector of police who declared that the book Wisdom Unveiled is absolutely wanted. Of course, a pun was intended there. A few pages of the Gospel of Wisdom Unveiled, Enter the Lion, was read by a prominent church leader who would never be caught reading astrology, but surprised me by saying that as an Abasi person himself, he wants his own copy of Wisdom Unveiled, the Book of Abasi, for himself, and a copy of Wisdom Unveiled, the Book of Bandele, for his Bandele wife, because he thinks that at this time in world history, and in the context of the African struggle for self-empowerment, the 12 books of Wisdom Unveiled is long overdue. Amen. Hallelujah. It is important to note that the Wisdom Unveiled series of books is not here to replace any holy book. No book can replace the Holy Bible, but Wisdom Unveiled is the most practical guide to peaceful living, prosperity, and man-to-God contact in the 21st century, of course. There's no book available that can better help you to understand yourself, your fellow man, and your difficult relationships. It is indeed true that we, the Alkebalan people, lost this amazing information in the year 1165 BC, when the Earth's highest seat of learning, the first known university on planet Earth, the only school that ever taught absolute wisdom as a science, the University of Timbuktu, often referred to as the University of Sankour, as it included several mosques, including the Sankour Mosque in present-day Mali, Africa. It was burned to the ground by the Hyksos, a band of terrorists from Asia. In their vicious attacks, many of our elders were killed, and thousands of rare artifacts, including papyrus scrolls detailing numerology, astrological data, and other advanced wisdoms, were stolen or destroyed. African war defense elements, such as boomerang technology, were also destroyed. Ancient techniques of psychic surgery were hidden by the elders and probably never recovered. But the truth, though seemingly lost or undocumented, can never be completely erased from a people's collective consciousness. It cannot be forever removed from a people's history. Like an ancient riverbed, the source of a spring will one day burst out again, because the truth transcends all boundaries, even the boundaries of ignorance. The truth is the embodiment of time, of space, of circumstance. The truth, my friend, is God himself. Today, the 12 books of Wisdom Unveiled, Enter the Lion, is a permanent reminder of who we are. It encodes us with the teachings of the great Queen Nzinga I and her husband, His Divine Grace King Prempeh, executive crown prince of the Dogon peoples of Mali. In this book, you will learn about their 12 pairs of twins and their respective powers. This book reminds us of our glorious past, our war-making and peacemaking powers, our ancient weaponry technology, and most importantly, Sankofa, the return of our tribal heritage. The 12 books of Wisdom Unveiled inform us of Alkebalan holistic mating techniques, including sperm retention, our powerful knowledge of numerology and astrological tribology. Brothers and sisters, let's enter the lion. The 12 books of Wisdom Unveiled are likened to a 12-piece jigsaw puzzle. Blessed is the one who eventually owns all 12 parts. Now, for years I've heard that, if you were to be godly, you must have nothing to do with astrology. That is so ridiculous, because it is not Lucifer that made the stars. It is the Almighty. So, I am not ashamed of astrological knowledge. I am not ashamed of that desire for people to know themselves. I'm simply not ashamed because this is something that must be done. If we don't know ourselves into the 21st century, then all will be lost. So, I repeat, I'm not ashamed of my purpose. And you shouldn't be either. Just know yourself, know your purpose, and don't be ashamed. The show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Those of you who would like to get a reading done, you could give us a call. Our numbers are 876 926 2178, 876 926 8631, and 876 926 7615. People overseas who want to call me, they can call on the toll-free line of 1-888-991-2080. Greetings. Good night.
Good night. Blessing.
Yeah, blessing. How do you do?
Not bad.
How did the hurricane treat you?
Well, you know. Well, you know, I don't know harm.
Okay. It just took some of your fruits away, right?
Yeah, a lot of the fruit.
So it turned out to be a fruit storm after all those people pray and the hurricane shift and nobody slap away. That is nice, not true?
Yeah.
We need to understand that the prayers of good people is written in the Holy Scripture that if X amount of people are found righteous in the land, the Father would not bother to destroy it, right?
It's true.
So there really was quite a few upful people who prayed.
Yes.
It's not no one person prayer do nothing, you know. It is the collective amount of people who lifted up their voice and asked for clemency, asked for protection, you know?
Yes.
So we give thanks. So how can I serve you tonight?
Name reading.
You need a name reading, okay? What is the first name?
Joseph.
Joseph?
Yes.
What is the... Pardon?
Thompson.
No, you have a name in the middle.
Garnet.
Is Garnet?
Yes. Garnett.
Ne?
Garnett.
Oh, okay, two T's.
Yes.
And then Thompson, Thompson.
Yes.
Okay. When is your birth date?
1st of August 1966.
1st of August 1966. Okay. Now, because you're born in 1966, in the African world, we call you Gamba. You're from the house of Gamba, okay?
Yeah.
In China, they will say you're a horse. You born the year of the horse, so you have the wisdom and the ways of the horse.
Yeah.
In the African world, we say you're a Gamba. The book of Gamba will be released someday. Whenever it's released, grab that book to know much more about yourself and your personal powers, okay?
Okay.
Now, do you know your prayer time?
Yeah, from 11 to 1.
That is the prayer time. But
So,
you don't have to pray for 2 hours like that. You can pray like at 11:30. You can pray at 1:45. You can pray at 12 o'clock, right?
yes.
But remember, if you pray at 1 o'clock, that would be too late because your guardian angel comes at 11 and that angel leaves at exactly 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, you're born on the first day of August. That means you are a Leo.
Yeah.
Do you know that Leo is the tribe of Judah?
Yes.
In other words, you're from the same tribe as King David, King Solomon, Emperor Haile Selassie, the great Fidel Castro, a long list of greats. So you're in very good company spiritually, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It's also felt that Jesus Christ himself was born around the 8th day of August. Indeed,
Okay.
he was also from the tribe of Judah. Now, let's look at your name. I'm going to decode your name. Now, you know, a person's name put a spell on them. Do you know that?
Yes.
The spell could be for the good or for the bad. It can be a blessing or it can be a curse.
Okay.
So we have to decode the name to find out what is in it, what spell it carries.
Okay.
So for Joseph, numerologically or numerically, J is number 1, O is number 6, S1, E5, P7, and H is 8. Now, based on the vowels O and E, the mentality number is 6 and 5, which is 11, okay?
Yes.
Now, that is not nice, you know. That is not nice. No. 11 is a very troublesome number. It's a number that warns you against injury from others.
Okay.
Lurking dangers. People under that number are often faced with problems and difficulties. So that means that there's difficulties in your life like every year, right?
Yes.
And
So-
you have to just grin your teeth and just go through. You understand?
Okay.
That's your experience.
Yeah.
But hold on. 17 is the personality number. Now, 17 counteracts a lot of the negativity of 11. Because 17 is a number of peace and love. It says that you are superior to misfortune and life burdens. You're able to rise above trouble because of faith in yourself and faith in God. 17 is a number of hope, truth, and charity toward others with a deep feeling for beauty and a strong, strong power of intuition. So even though your mentality number is 11, which is very problematic, 17 cancel out a lot of those problems, you know,
Okay.
because you got power over problem. You are
Okay.
superior to misfortune and life burden, so don't worry about it. Just live.
Okay.
But the destiny now, the spell in Joseph is the destiny. We add the mentality to the personality and we got the destiny. That's 28. Now, 28 reflects the loss of a lawsuit involving money. You ever been to court?
No.
Well, thank God. Try your best to keep out of court because you're likely to lose if it is a case concerning money, okay?
Okay.
28 reflects the loss of a lawsuit involving money, a great promise going to waste because of you making the mistake of trusting too many people. So you have to be a bit discreet in whatever you're doing. If you talk about what you're about to do, most of the time you will miss and not get it done.
Okay.
So the key is to let people see the results.
Yes.
Don't say nothing about it. Just do what you need to do. If it don't concern people, don't tell them about it.
Okay.
It's simply not their business. All right. You only talk to things to people if it concern them.
Okay.
With Garnet now, we got G7, A1, R9, N5, E is also 5, T2, T2. The mentality number for Garnet is 6. You remember a great man named Garnet Silk, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So when you're talking about this name Garnet, you must remember a man like that. He was very special.
Yeah, man.
Now the mentality number for Garnet is 6, and here's what it says. It says you are blessed with the ability to make friends that last, a great lover of art and music, a magnetic number that have a compelling attraction for people. You hate jealousy and you hate unreasonableness.
That's true.
This number 6, it shields many wealthy people who are generous to those who are poorer. You're gifted for entertaining, highly respected by others, strong ideals, great happiness. Now, let's look at this part that says this number shields many wealthy people. How does it protect wealthy people? You have a lot of people who have it, who help other people who happen to be in need, right?
Yeah.
All right. You have some people in this earth who are so afraid to help others because they fear that people may take the money that them give them and go work witchcraft with it, right?
Okay.
You got people like that, Well,
Yes.
any person who hearing this broadcast who have that kind of fear, the way to overcome that is give, but give in the order of 6, because 6 protect you from that kind of nasty energy, okay? In other words, if you give a man $6, that is 6. If you give him $15, that is 1 and 5 is 6. If you give him $51, that's 5 and 1, that is 6, right?
Yeah.
If you give him 600, 6,000, 6 million, that's 6. If you give him 150,000, that is still 6. 1 and 5. In other words, give a number that when you add it, it come down to 6. And them can't hurt you with your money. Them can't use that against you. Because you give in the order of 6. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, the problem with our people is that we have this built-in cultural belief that other people are extremely powerful. Most of our so-called black people believe that people can take away the blessing that God gave us,
Okay.
If you go to any reader to get a read up, he or she is going to tell you, see what them do you? Right?
Yeah.
See how them take away your blessing? See how them turn your life upside down? Right?
Yeah.
And it sounds real because we don't have any other way of understanding what is happening to us.
Okay.
We don't understand that our very names have powers in it that can cause our downfall. And we end up thinking that there's some mysterious persons out there who got the power to turn our whole reality upside down.
Okay.
But it can be a name,
Yeah.
right? And in most cases, these spiritual readers would even lead you to believe that it is somebody who
Yeah.
somebody who you have interacted with, right?
Yeah.
Who you may even end up now based on the whole talk, thinking seriously that it is your mother that do it, or your sister, or your ex-girlfriend, or your ex-wife. Anybody who you think you never used to get along with, right? So then now you have a kind of an animosity now, like a hatred now built up now for this person who totally innocent,
Yeah.
But based on what the reader said, it would have come in like, who do it now, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes, some people get so full of vengeance that them do something about it. People get killed,
Yes, sir.
Think about that.
Yes,
Just imagine a man is so sure that it is his ex-girlfriend father or his ex-girlfriend new lover that do him that, or his classmate that did him that, or him teacher or something, that him could actually arrange for that person to be killed. believing
sir.
that only if that person dies, he can overcome that curse.
Yeah.
So you see, a reader must be very careful what them say to a person.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's
But
true.
it is our culture to not be careful. It's our culture to point out that there's somebody do you that.
Yeah.
Right? About 4 days ago, I meet a brethren who tell me that every time he go to the toilet and try to ease himself, pure pain him feel. And the brethren tell me that that's no ordinary pain. He know it don't just go so. I said, what you talking about? The man tell me somebody do him that.
Okay.
No, when you really check it, the brethren is the brethren that eat some serious things. You see white flour dumplings, him love those, right?
Yeah.
He eat a lot of rice, he eat enough things that will bung him up.
Yeah.
You understand? And instead of drink some olive oil or something and free up himself, he will just go through some painful scenarios, right?
Okay.
And then him could put a face to it, like maybe somebody who him never get along with him know that person do him that.
Okay.
We have been killing each other for hundreds of years. We've been doing a lot of foolishness,
That's true, man.
Think about that.
Yeah, no.
So we need to rise from all that, right?
Yeah.
So number 6 suggests that you would be a great musician. If you had learned to play a musical instrument, you would have been something to talk about.
Okay.
It's never too late, All right. Hold on. 25 is your personality number for Garnet. No, 25 is a wonderful number,
Okay.
Do you know what 25 is about?
No.
It features a number of prophetic dreams and visionary sights. So you're supposed to get a lot of powerful dreams, right?
Yeah.
25 is a number that guard you. It is a guard, It guard you against the evils of black magic. That means nobody cannot tackle you with witchcraft, It's not going to work.
Okay.
You ever feel as though somebody working witchcraft on you?
Sometimes, yeah, some thought.
Yeah, what give you those thoughts?
Well, sometimes the way how you see things that work with the video, you have a thought, but you let it go because sometimes you just come across your mind by a restore.
Sometimes no matter where you try, it come like you're wrong, not true?
Yes.
All right, but that's not necessarily somebody tampering with you. We are angels sent on earth to be tested, So everything is a test.
Yeah.
So you're inside of life is a game and it's a test. So every move you make is a play upon the board, right?
Okay.
And every hardship you go through is a test of how you can deal with that.
Yeah,
But
but I'm go through a lot.
Listen, if you go down the road and see a nice girl and you decide to talk to her, that is a play on the board. You could end up through that play, enter into another situation where you end up being a part of another family, making family, and them thing there, right? So every move you make is a play.
Yeah.
Just like dominoes, just like any other game, right?
Yeah.
If you decide to become a scammer, you're playing snakes and ladders. You ever play snakes and ladders yet?
When I was a boy.
Yeah, you shake your dice and you play. But when you think that you only clear one snake, then just yam your man.
Yes, man.
So a person can be scamming and doing very well, and suddenly something happened. Something bad happened because of what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen to every scammer, because some people who play snakes and ladders, them get out, them all right.
Yeah.
But you got some that gonna get eat by some snakes.
Yes, man.
Right? So every move you make, you're caught up in one game or another.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a pastor of a church, or if you is a Rasta man, or it doesn't matter who you are. You are part of life's game. You decide to live peaceably with your neighbors, that is a play. You decide to make war with your neighbors, that's another play upon the board. And depending on what play you make, you can damage yourself or lose your life too. Or lose your freedom and get locked up, right?
Yeah.
25 is a number that shows that you are protected, so you ought not to be thinking after tonight, you should not be thinking that somebody working witchcraft on you, because him cannot. It's not going to work.
Okay.
And if you believe people working witchcraft on you, you put a curse on yourself.
Okay.
That is what Obia is, sciencing yourself.
Okay.
Hold on. 31 is the destiny. Now, 31 suggests that you're going to have some serious money problems, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Huh?
That is true, man.
Serious money problems. And if you don't watch yourself, you could feel that people put a curse upon you and make you can't make no money, right?
Okay.
But it's not true. Is your name Garnet?
Yeah.
The destiny is 31. Now, remember, you could have that name and you don't have no money problem because you have another name that break that with a better number that counteract that, you know. That's why people have 3 names.
Okay.
Okay? If you only got one name, you don't have no Thompson, you don't have no Joseph, then you'll be a very broke brethren, you know.
Okay.
Because 31 means poor from a money standpoint.
Yeah.
Often appearing to be selfish or self-defeating, and people under that number have few truly loyal friends. Well, you don't know, you don't have no whole heap of friend right now still, right?
Yes, man, I true that.
You don't know, and you don't know that.
Yeah, man.
And Joseph, I don't to 28, that's a problem with the court, so try your best.
Okay.
Now let's look at Thompson. Thompson is a name that you should never have had.
Yeah.
The only reason why you named Thompson is because your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was not thinking. They only think about putting food on the table because they didn't have no education in those times when they got free from slavery, right?
Okay.
But no man should carry the name of somebody who enslaved him for 400 years and give that name to his son.
Okay.
That's a technical madman. That's what we're all doing right now because with all the education we have, we're still backward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No black man should name Thompson, nor Brown, nor Jones, nor Smith. None of those names right now. We are not slaves anymore.
Okay.
We should have dashed away that garbage and build new names and start our own bloodlines, our own family dynasties. But we're not doing that because no matter how educated we are, no one is teaching us the direct truth of where we supposed to be at this stage in our history. So next thing you know, your great-great-grandson named Thompson till the end of time. So if a man enslaved you for 400 years, why is he so blessed that to the end of time you must carry his name?
Okay.
That is ridiculous, not you?
Yeah.
It's like you rape a girl and then she decide to marry you. I mean, something could have really gone so.
Yeah.
So we were raped, more than abused. We ought not to have these names, but we do because we're not thinking. Because no university will encourage us to do these things because them care about knowledge, but wisdom is not applied. So let's decode the word Thompson because it could be good for you still, you know. But if it's good for you and you want to change your name, you can shift from all those letters and make a new name.
Okay.
And still conquer that power. You know?
Yeah.
But the reason why the European, what you call the so-called white man, most of them don't respect most of us is because we carry the names of their people, proving that we still belong to them.
Okay.
So them would never have done that. So them see us as truly backward. No matter what position we have or how much money we have, them still look down upon us as people who not thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or some real dunce people, right? But let's look at Thompson. T is 2, H8, O6, M4, P7, S1, O6, N5. So the mentality number for Thompson, based on the vowels O and O, is 6 and 6, which is 12. Do you have any idea what 12 is about?
Not really.
I can tell you that 12 is not an easy number. 12 is a number of suffering and worry.
Yeah.
It tends to make you a victim, a religious undertone, and the tendency to blame yourself when things go wrong. People under this number are often sacrificed for the sake of others. Does that remind you of someone?
No, really.
Well, you had a man one time named Yeshua, and them call him Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And the brethren had a gang
Yeah.
of brethren,
Yeah.
and them called them apostles and disciples and
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's really
man.
a gang. The brethren had a
Yeah.
gang.
Yes, man.
Straight up, see?
Yeah.
And the brethren was a reader. Everybody would follow this man. For miles and miles, because everybody want to read up about them future, you know.
Yeah.
So nobody go to church anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Because the brethren had real vibes.
Yeah.
And the things the brethren teach was the truth, but it didn't get on so well with the religious people.
Okay.
So the brethren lost him life that way.
Yeah.
He got set up, you know,
Yeah, man.
and nail him to a cross and get back the religious thing going again, you know. But he was not a Christian. Jesus Christ was not a Christian. Him never hear about Christianity from him born till him die.
Okay.
Christianity was created after he was gone.
Okay.
It was created about him, right?
Okay.
But he was not a Christian. The truth is that he was sacrificed. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So if you got 12 in your name, it means that very often you may get sacrificed. In other words, you could be working somewhere and you lose your job.
Yeah.
But you don't do nothing to lose your job. But you get sacrificed because somebody believed that them preferred that job go to them cousin.
It's true, you know.
Yeah.
It's true.
And right
From
away,
I grew up, that always happened to me.
yeah, right away you lose your job. A man say you do something where you never did do it. Then just want to find an excuse to run your way, right?
Yes, man.
So you've been sacrificed over and over again, very often not knowing what could have caused that.
You know, true that. From me I grew up, that always happened.
But these are spells. The names carry spells, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at the personality number now. Remember, 12 is not a good number to have in your name. Okay? So if one day your grandson decides, says, Grandpa, I'm not carrying the name Thompson, give my son, don't feel that him disrespecting you or disrespecting the family. He will be doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. Let's look at the personality number now. 27. 27 is an indicator that you are blessed with great personal power. The only thing wrong with you is that you never get proper education, right?
It's true.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
That's the only thing, if you had to get the full measure of education, if people to spend money on you, you would have done truly well in life.
Yeah.
27 is an indicator that you're blessed with great personal power. But that power can only come out with knowledge, right?
Okay.
You got the ability to think clearly, act strongly and wisely. A number of success in your life activity. Blessed with love, brains, decision, balance, and very good judgment. But you must follow your very own ideas in order to achieve success. You see, if you listen to yourself
Yeah.
and do what your mind tell you, you cannot miss.
Okay.
And your destiny is 39. Now, most people may not know what 39 mean because at school, college, and university, they don't teach you what no number mean.
Okay.
Even if you become the president of America, you don't know what no number mean. And numbers is the power that hold up the foundations of the world. So if you don't know what numbers mean, there's no point in being educated. Because that
Okay.
should have been the root of all education.
Yeah.
39 says good health and long living. How is your health now, sir?
Okay. Okay. Feel little pain, but okay.
You've been around for a long time. What's your age now?
57. I go 58. now.
There you go. 39 says good health or sound health and long living, companionship and love. But it is a variable number that can bring people under it to the highest success or the deepest suffering. So you could either be very successful or you could really suffer.
Okay.
You see, that name, Thompson, put you through a lot of changes, man. You know?
Okay.
So, the name is not such a bad name. It have some good virtue in it, but 12 is not a blessing at all.
Okay.
Still, you can't do without number 12 because 12 is the basis of astrology. The Bible have astrology. 12, Christ had 12 brethren, right?
Yeah.
Jacob had 12 sons. And each of these brethren or sons represent a different sign of the zodiac.
Okay.
Christ had to have 12 brethren because he had to mix to the 12 different types of personalities upon earth. So he had a brethren to match each personality.
Yeah.
So Christ was the 13th man. And you know 13 is a number of death, you know.
Okay.
So he ended up in a problem. But Christ had it was from the same tribe as another brethren in his gang. A man named Judas.
Yeah.
And then them said Judas betrayed Christ, right?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
But the metaphor there is that a man of his own tribe betray him. That means that we betray ourselves. A man is his own worst enemy, you know.
Okay.
In other words, he told Judas that him love money too much, him gonna betray him, right?
Okay.
But he's a prophet, so by saying that, he actually set the stage for himself to be betrayed. Just by saying that, you know.
Okay.
And Judas was so shocked. Judas was not the kind of man to betray Christ, you know.
Okay.
But it was forced upon him,
Yeah.
right? So he was so shocked that him kill himself. He's not that kind of brethren.
Yeah.
But it happened, you know. So let me get back to your name now. When I add all your mentals, I get 11 from Joseph, 6 from Garnet, and 12 from Thompson. And all your personals is 17, 25, and 27. So let's add it up. Your full mentals add to 29, which is not nice. 29 shows doubts, deceit, and double cross by others, and it warns against evil friends, so you may not be very, very lucky with friends, you know?
Yeah, prove that.
And your full...
Prove that.
It's a serious thing. Your full personality number come to 69. Do you have any idea what 69 is about?
No.
69... Some people call it a sex number, but it's higher than that. 69 is a strong number. It means great honor, lots of money and fame. So even though you got such so-called pocketness in your name, with the right, if you make the right play upon the board, right?
Yeah.
You could still end up being a rich man if you make the right play, the right move on the board. Remember, you're inside of a game, you know.
Okay.
And every move that is made is a play on the board.
Yeah.
So there's still a chance that you could become a rich man. You have to find the play. Find the right move to make on that board.
Okay.
Without a certain level of knowledge or education or wisdom, it's going to be harder to make that play. But it's not impossible. 69 is a strong number. It means great honor, lots of money and fame.
Okay.
Now, what could give you fame right now? There was the easiest route to fame. The easiest road to lead to fame. You know what? You know what? What you can do to become famous?
No, I'm listening.
But I've been telling you all along, but you wasn't listening, you know. Music, my brethren.
Yeah, music, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, if you could learn to play something impressive like a saxophone, you know, or some other musical instrument, it can take you 6 months to become real good, you know, because you have the blessing already.
You know, say that always come to me, music, and me always let it go. You always come to me. Don't do since last month, you just come to me and say, why you don't try music? And you always let it go.
All right. But you say it come to you. What it is that came to you? You know what it is? It asks you a question why you don't play music. So what is this it? What is it?
From me was young.
No. There's a voice that comes to you and tell you that, you know.
Yeah.
But you know whose voice it is? No, it could be the voice of one of your ancestors.
Okay.
Like one of your elders that die and gone.
Yeah.
But them don't die and go nowhere. Them go to the netherworld with the ancestors, but them can still look in upon us. And sometimes we get an idea, we think it's our idea, but it's really them put it in our head, you know.
Okay.
We are not alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
69 is a strong number. It means great honor, lots of money and fame. There is little risk attached to this number. People under it are very fortunate. That means lucky, you know. Cannot lose in any undertaking. Are loved and respected by others. Their words give them much respect. So without moving the word Thompson or nothing, you have to move anything.
Okay.
You done got your children already, right?
Yeah, 2 girls.
There you go. You don't have to change nothing, you know.
Okay.
But without changing anything, you got a number like 69 emerging. That show you that there's a way out, but I suspect that way out is musical.
Okay.
Remember, you got some man right now who play music that can hardly spell them name. You know that, right?
Yeah, man.
And them go as far as Israel, them go all over the world playing music, you know, and making people happy.
It's true, man.
So you don't have to worry about lack of education, you know.
Okay.
Find a musical instrument and dominate it, and you win. That's the best player you have on the board right there, right?
Okay.
Sound like a hard job, but it's not so hard. Not if you love music.
Yeah. Nothing is hard if you put your mind to it.
There you go. And then now, your destiny is 98. This is suggesting that you could actually live to the age of 98 years, you know?
Okay.
All you have to do is take good care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? And one of the best ways for a man to cure himself, you know, is to pick a day out of every week and just fast. Don't eat nothing.
Okay.
Just imagine if you have a business, right?
Yeah.
And you give your workers a proper off day every week.
Yeah.
Then when the workers gone, you can clean out the factory or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have a better working space. The workers then have a day to do their home laundry and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So everybody got something to look forward to. But people live for years and years and them never ever take a fast, you know. So your body keep working, overtime, working. We get up in the night and eat food and go back to sleep. Pure, the workers just work themselves to death.
Okay.
The workers is your body parts, King. So you got worms, all kind of thing in your body. Them don't get pushed out to there because but take no laxative and take no worm medicine. Nobody don't do that too tough, you know.
It's true, man.
Right? Nobody don't fast. Listen, you see the Christians. There's a brand of Christians called Sabbath Day Adventists. You ever hear about them?
Yes, man.
All
That's the church my mother used to go.
There you go. Listen, it is proven that of all the Christian churches, the Adventist people live longer. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because them take a Sabbath.
Yeah.
No, they may argue that it have to be a Saturday. But if it wasn't a Saturday, it was a Monday, it will have the same effect.
Okay.
Just the key of taking a day off and rest does wonders for those people. Think about that. I'm not Adventist, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a church man at all.
Okay.
But when people do something right, they should be called on that. They should be respected for that.
Yeah.
So then, why the rest of us can't learn from the Adventists? Because we're something else.
Okay.
Because we're Jehovah's Witness or because we're Rastawa. We need to learn from each other because Adventists is our family, just like Jehovah's Witness, just like Pentecostal, just like Rastafari. Our family.
Okay.
It's our people. But we must learn from each other. If not, we're not going to go nowhere. So, King Man.
Okay.
98 is a wonderful number because 9 and 8 happen to be 17, which is peace and love. So look forward to having a good life. Just make sure that you find a time to take that rest.
Okay.
Take a fast.
Yeah.
And when you take a fast, your body burn up all the negative toxins and stuff that's in it. It just work it off.
Okay.
And that's how you revive yourself. Right?
Yeah.
So two things we get from this reading. Take a fast every week.
Yes.
Study a musical instrument.
Okay.
And sooner than later, we're going to pay our money and push down people and stand up on people's shoulder to see you perform.
Okay.
And that, my friend, would have been a blessing. Now, let me give you some numbers of interest. You want them?
Yes, sir.
Your numbers of interest are 11,
11,
17,
17,
28,
28,
number 6,
number 6,
25,
25,
and 31.
and 31. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah. Me have a little muscle contract from most of the time.
In your belly?
No, in my thigh and leg.
In your thigh and leg?
Yeah.
If it happen in your thigh and leg, it may be because of a pinched nerve in your lower back.
Yes, I have a back pain come across.
Yeah. So you pinch your sciatic nerve.
Okay.
So what you need to do now, lay down on the floor. You spread something on the floor and lay down on the floor and put your bottoms right to the wall.
Yeah.
And put your feet up on the wall so you shape like an L.
Okay.
That will help unpinch that nerve and give you ease. But there's a herb called white willow bark. Willow, W-I-L-L-O-W, white willow bark. You can buy that herb at any herbal shop. Drink a cup at night before you go to bed and a cup when you wake up every morning.
Okay.
And
white willow bark.
Yeah, that's the herb that Mother Nature create for problems with your spine and your back.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Summer Bridging. Any questions?
Not really.
Good.
Right.
So take care of yourself and remember, it is nice to be nice. And one of the nicest of the niceties you can be is to be a musician.
Okay.
Because musicians nice up the place.
Yeah, man.
Not true?
Yes, man.
So take it easy.
All right.
Blessed.
Yes.
Greetings and good night.
Good night.
Yeah, how you do? Turn off your radio.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. How can we help?
I'd like a card reading.
Okay. Did you turn off the radio?
Yeah, turned off now.
Good. All right, let's see what goes on in your cards. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
7.
7. Hold on. Come again.
3.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
10.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
8.
That's it. Okay. When is your birth date?
September the 10th.
September 3?
10.
September 10. What year?
1995.
Okay. Now you are a number 10 baby
Yeah.
because you're born on the 10th day. Now, a person's birthday can be a blessing or it can actually be a curse.
Okay.
Yours is a blessing
Okay.
because 10 means full of confidence in yourself,
Yeah.
proud and honorable,
Yeah.
and a sticker to the job at hand. So when you're doing the job, you like to stick to it till you complete it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're born 1995.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were an animal, you know what animal you would be?
Not really.
You would be a boar. A boar is an ancient wild pig. The first types of pig they used to have. It's called a boar. Okay?
Okay.
And the people born the year of the boar are some of the nicest people in the world.
Okay.
You know, the power of those people is food. You see, if you have your own restaurant,
Yeah.
trust me, everything would have done right there because the Boer people are the best cooks in the world.
Okay.
You don't like cooking?
Yes, I do.
There you go. What you like to cook?
I love to cook chicken.
Chickens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, your first card here is called conflict. So you in a conflict with someone. Do you have a lover?
Yes, I do.
And it's going on good?
Sometimes.
And sometimes there's a little conflict.
Yeah.
So why? You accusing him of having other woman?
Sometimes.
Why you do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure now. I'm not sure.
You're not sure why you... So if you're not sure why you do that, you know that's a very dangerous thing you're doing?
Yeah.
Do you search his phone?
Sometimes, but me no bother with it.
Don't search his phone. Does he search your phone?
No.
Well, I said then don't search his phone.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. One night,
Mm-hmm.
I looked through my phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see something in my phone that nearly mad me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was my wife now, right? In other words, if I had a woman who was search my phone and see that, you know, I'd be fired, you know?
Yeah.
I see something in my phone where a girl is telling me about a wonderful piece of sex we had in one guest house the night before.
Okay.
Mama, I am totally innocent. I didn't go to no guest house with no girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I went fishing with some friends of mine that my woman don't know.
Yeah.
So then if she does see that now, how could I prove to her that I did not go in a guest house with a girl?
Yeah.
Remember, if I bring home two fish, I could have buy them somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In other words, it was a person who sent a text to them boyfriend, but the text come to me.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So I could get fired for that.
Yeah.
If my woman had searched my phone.
Yeah.
So leave the search phone business alone, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you tell your man that you don't trust him, right?
Mm-hmm. Most of the time.
And you tell him that you don't trust men at all, neither, no Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. If you don't trust men, then why should a man trust you?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
So if somebody don't trust you, would you trust them?
No.
There you go. So stop telling the man that.
Okay.
It would be better if you tell the man, right?
Yeah.
I will trust you as long as you prove to yourself that you can be trusted.
Okay. That sounds better for you.
But don't tell the man you don't trust him. In other words, let me tell you how a man brain work, right? Mm-hmm. If a woman says she don't trust him,
mm-hmm.
then he's gonna need to hunt for a woman that would trust him. Because there's nothing more beautiful to a man than to have a woman that really trusts him, you know.
Okay.
That's the most beautiful thing, you know.
Okay.
So why should he trust himself if he's getting a beating for having other women anyway? He may as well just have one of them, because he doesn't get beaten for that. And every day he get beaten for that, right?
Okay.
So you helping to mash up the relationship by telling him that.
Okay.
So don't let the devil put no ideas in your head, because some of your ideas not yours.
Okay.
Some of your ideas come directly from the devil, you know.
Okay.
He is the enemy of human love.
Yeah.
Right? That's his job still, to test you still, you know.
Yeah.
And then now make you test your man and give your man high blood pressure, right?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the man get a stroke because of the stress where you put on. Women are killing men every day, you know.
Hmm?
Stress. Women stress out men. Most men die long before them women. You never check that.
Oh.
Huh?
I said, okay.
90% of all men die before them wife or them girlfriend. Women destroy men by accusing them of things, and it mash them up.
Yeah.
Especially if she's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a man can't bear that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes him lose him temper and slap her with something, and then he go down in history as a woman beater, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're creating domestic violence and all kind of things when you could have just treat a man kindly and speak kindly to him and let your niceness come back your way, because what goes around comes around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have another card here that warn you not to eat heavily at night. Your stomach bother you?
No.
Do not eat a lot at night.
Okay.
You're going to get some serious problem with your stomach or other organs, okay?
Yeah.
Don't do that. You cook at night late and eat?
No.
It's good. Don't practice that. It's better if you eat something light if you want to eat at night, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat a fruit or something.
Yeah.
There's another card here called the Hermit. Where's your father?
He's in the country.
When last you talked to him?
Last week.
And you get along well with him?
Yes, I do.
The Hermit shows you have your daddy's blessing, which is good.
Yeah.
Any girl who have her father's blessing is twice likely to get married to a good man, right?
Okay. My father always get along from his small.
There you go. You have a card here now called Oppression. You have a son?
No, I don't.
You have daughters?
Yeah, one.
You lose any babies?
Yeah.
It's possible you lost a son, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But if you never lose that son, he would have make some wrong turns. He would have ended up as a prisoner, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's another card here now called Unity, which means that your love life is going to improve.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes. And if you deserve marriage, you'll get married, right?
Okay.
There's another card called Sorrow. Means that you may get some bad news. Somebody may die in the family. You can't do nothing about that.
Mm.
Yeah. It could be an old person,
Okay.
Somebody whose time has come,
Okay.
But your last card is a Queen card, which means that you will get married someday.
Okay. That not sound bad.
Oh, there you go. But if you don't trust your man, how can he marry you?
Yeah, that's true.
What kind of madman marry a woman that can't trust him? That's a madman.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're going to have to learn to trust. Yeah. Because where there's no trust, there can be no love. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you know your prayer time?
9 o'clock.
Is anywhere between 9 o'clock in the night and 11 o'clock in the night. Okay, so you can pray at 10 o'clock, no problem.
Okay.
And the direction to face would be north, west.
Okay.
Let me see.
I want to ask a question.
Yes. No, ask me the question.
Is it possible for me to have another son although I lose my child?
What is your exact age right now?
28. I'll be 29 September.
Good. It is possible that you could make back the same child that you lost.
Okay.
But it would not go through the things that I mentioned.
Okay.
It will come under a different astrological code.
Okay.
Okay?
But I'm having a little problem. I'm not seeing any menstrual.
Did you take any form of birth control that can block that?
No.
Okay, well, it's possible that you have some hormone problems.
Okay.
Do you know a herb called Ramgo National?
My father know it, but I go to this one because some people now run to go to it now.
Anyway, whenever you can get it and put it to dry and make tea every night before you go to bed, okay?
Okay.
You can mix it with another herb called Theological.
Okay.
You combine those two, it can free you up. When you used to have a period, you used to get any pain?
No.
Okay, good.
Let's say name Theological.
Theological. That's P-A-U.
Yeah.
D.
P-A-U-D.
A-R-C-O. Theological.
P-A-U-D. What?
A-R-C-O.
A-R-C-O. And Ramgoat, that's a long
Yes, if you're getting the Ramgoat National from overseas or from a herbal shop, you have to ask for the word, a name called Damiana.
Okay.
D-A.
Yeah.
M-I.
Yeah.
A-N-A. Damiana.
Okay.
But anybody next door you would know that herb. It carry a beautiful yellow flower at the top. People know it, man.
Okay.
If you get it from like you go to a marketplace and buy it, that's great. But you can get those herbs imported too, under the name Damiano, okay?
Okay.
All right. Remember though that your direction is north-northwest. That means when you're praying, you need to face the north and turn an inch to the left, okay?
Yeah.
And you'll be facing your guardian angel. It is very important. So, you take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Take it easy. Yeah, it is now 1:30 in Jamaica. Let's talk about something simple. Let's talk about coconut water. Coconut water comes from inside green coconuts and is often referred to as nature's sports drink. That's because it contains things like electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium, which replenish fluids after or during physical activity. It also has fewer calories than most other beverages. So it's a great choice if you're looking for something without sugar and other added ingredients. But what does coconut water have to do with heart health? Well, studies have shown that coconut water is beneficial for stabilizing blood sugar, protecting against oxidative stress, and controlling high blood pressure, all of which is key to keep your heart in top form. Also, research has found that coconut water may even be more effective than plain water at preventing kidney stones because it is good at breaking down and flushing out crystals before they become a problem. It is important to note that drinking water straight from the coconut is best, as it avoids other processes that reduce its value. Never buy it in tins with added sugar. That would be madness. So, it doesn't matter who's selling coconut water in funny ways. When you see them come, walk away. Grab the real thing from the coconut vendor. Because when you mix coconut with other things, it's the closest thing really to madness. Keep your eyes open. Look out for the coconut vendors. Make sure you see when them come. We have said that you can call us at 876 926 2178. 876 926 8631. 876 926 7615. But now we add, you can also call us at the international number of 1-888-991-2080. Good night. Greetings.
Hi, good night, Majesty.
Yeah, how you do?
Not bad.
How did the hurricane treat you?
Well, not too bad, you know.
Did
I'm
it-
in town.
You in town?
Yes, not too bad.
So you wasn't nowhere where you can get your what's it not get wetter?
No.
No?
It was all right, man.
Okay.
I get breeze and rain, but not anything destroy me.
Okay. Well, but basically, you can say that God is good to us,
Yeah, man.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only God, Mother Nature,
Yes, true.
That's God's wife, You
Mm-hmm.
don't hear nothing about wifey,
It's true.
The religions praise the male. Them don't want nothing to do with the feminine principle.
Mm-hmm.
So when something sounds good, them say amen.
Mm-hmm.
So men must be praised,
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
You ever hear them say a woman yet? No. A picnic? No. So what can I do for you now?
I can't really.
Well, let's do it. You got a radio on? You got a fan spinning? What's going on?
No, I haven't done anything on.
Really? All right. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
8.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
3.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
1.
Okay. Now it is important that you protect your feet. You get any pain in your feet?
No, I lost my leg.
You lost what?
One of my legs.
You lost one of your feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. What happened to you? You were diabetic?
Yes, yes.
And them get vexed and chop off your foot? Really? Really?
Mm.
I keep getting the message that something about your feet, you know?
Yeah.
So does the other foot have any burning sensation in it?
No, just sometimes a little numbness.
Numbness in the other
toe,
foot?
In the toe, not much.
In the toes?
Yeah.
Under the toes?
Yes, yes.
Well, you gotta watch it, you know. You don't want to lose the other foot, you know.
No.
Okay, if you lose one already, you have to try and take care of this next one. Oh boy, that's so sad. There's a card here and it shows the princess. You have any daughters?
No. Granddaughter.
You have a granddaughter?
2.
Okay. So, but you never had any daughters?
No, no.
Well, how old is your youngest granddaughter?
11.
She doing well at school?
Hello?
Is she doing well at school? Or you don't know?
Not much, you know.
One of your granddaughters is going to become an attorney, a lawyer, you know.
Oh my, that's good.
And a very good one too.
Mm-hmm.
And you have another card here that shows the priestess. Somebody is going to get married soon in the family.
Okay.
Somebody real close to you too. Because you're going to have to go to the wedding, you know.
Oh my.
Uh-huh. And there's another card here now called loss. It come upside down, which means that if you did not lose your foot, you would have died.
Oh my.
If you didn't lose your foot, something else would have happened where you would die.
Mm-hmm.
So losing your foot turned out to be a good deal.
It's true. It's true.
There's another card here now called uncertainty. You need to stop worrying, okay?
It's true.
Most of the things you worry about is not going to happen that way. Stop doing that. Don't pressure yourself like that. And then there's a card of death, suggesting that you're going to have to attend a funeral as well.
Oh my.
And you have another card here now called speed. Have you traveled?
I used to.
Well, you're going to get an invitation to go somewhere. And you have a card called the Wheel of Fortune. That's the luckiest card in the deck. So how come you don't buy lotto?
You know, I would want to, but I don't have anybody to buy. You know, who I want to buy, they don't buy it. They don't buy lotto.
Really?
I don't have any time to top a shop and all that.
Oh. Well, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, shows that something of an extremely lucky nature will happen. It may not even be lotto, but you're going to get something that I don't think that you would ever believe that you could get that. So something real good is coming your way. You know, it don't have to be lotto. I mean, no, hardly anybody ever win lotto, right?
It's true.
But it's something that will make you feel like you win lotto. So keep your eyes open, okay?
Yes, yes.
So now what's bothering you most?
Well, I don't see anything bothering me now.
Really?
Just going one step at a time.
One step at a time. Okay. When is your birthday?
It's 1st November, 52.
1st of November.
52.
1952?
Yes.
So you know this is your year because you born the year of the dragon, and this is the year of the dragon. In the African world, we don't call you a dragon, only in China, okay?
Okay.
In the African world, in African astrology, we call you Ihioze. So you are an Ihioze woman.
Okay.
The Ihiosa people are the most powerful people in the world. But if you don't know about the power, then it's almost like you don't have it because you don't know nothing about it, right?
True.
Hold on. So you're a Scorpio.
Yes.
No, in African astrology, if you are Scorpio, we say you're from the tribe of Maasai. 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 Yeah, so you're a Maasai warrior. Maasai is a tribe in Kenya.
No.
A powerful tribe, okay?
Yeah.
Your lucky fruit is a plum.
Plum, I love fruits all over.
Hold on. Do you eat plums?
Everything.
Or what kind of plum you eat?
Anything named plum.
What?
June plum, red
Man, no.
plum.
June plum ain't no plum.
They
A
call it
plum is
plum.
something that 3 of them are soaking whole in your mouth. June plum is the right word is golden apple, okay?
Yeah, golden apple.
Yeah.
And the red one.
You see the red one? That is a plum.
Yeah.
Or some little yellow ones, right?
Yeah.
Plum is your lucky fruit. So if you feel real down and you feel like you just depressed, just eat a plum and see the difference.
I love fruits all over.
There you go. Your birthstone is called a turquoise. You know turquoise?
No, sir.
It's a nice, beautiful stone, man. You see, you get that in a ring. Oh, gosh, man. Nobody can talk to you again. And your lucky day is Thursday.
Thursday.
And your lucky herb is a herb called dandelion. Do you know dandelion?
No, I heard about it.
You heard about it. All right. The Jamaicans have a plant name called dandelion, but that is not the real thing, okay? Dandelion, the real thing, grow in Jamaica too, you know, but people don't know it. It's short, it's small like lettuce.
Okay.
But if you buy dandelion imported, like at the herbal shop, imported one, you get the real thing.
Okay.
The one that Jamaicans call dandelion is wild coffee. And it's good too, you know, good for the kidneys and those things, but it's not the real dandelion herb, right?
Okay.
And because you're born 1952, we say you're Ihiose or the dragon. It means that your prayer time is anywhere between 7 o'clock in the morning and 9 in the morning.
Yes.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So if you pray at 8 o'clock, that is great, right?
Yes.
If you pray at 9 o'clock, that's too late. Your angel leave at 9, okay? There are 12 types of people, and each type have a 2-hour period. And the guardian angel is there to take their message to the Most High, okay?
So we turn, which direction?
You have to face 1 inch to the right side of the sun.
Oh.
At your prayer time, the sun is in the east. Your direction is east-southeast. So if you face the sun, which is the east, and turn 1 inch to the right of the sun, you'll be facing the east-southeast.
Okay.
Straight up, okay?
Okay.
All right. I remember, you can ask for anything at all that you need as long as you're not asking for anything that damage anyone.
It's true. It's true.
Right? And if you practice that every day, asking for that thing, you'll actually get it, you know?
It's true.
You get it much sooner than you thought, too.
Anyway, Majesty, you know, from you very common on the radio. I'm trying to get that. I must say through the hurricane. Why I get it tonight?
So you blame the hurricane for that? No, you think maybe you need to praise the hurricane for that?
How many years on the radio now? About 10, 12?
No, a long time.
Yeah, man. Me find you very common. Me trying to get you, and I just get it.
Yeah, a long
I
time.
listen to you every Monday night.
Well, so what you think about the show?
It's okay, man.
You think
Very
you
interesting.
will give me a forward and say we should go on? Not you?
Continue.
Okay. But you know, you go church sometime?
No.
Oh,
You don't go to church.
okay. Nothing wrong with going to church, you know.
Hello.
I think my only issue with church is that only God is recognized, you know?
Yeah, true.
And there's no goddess. Because the Bible don't speak about a goddess. So because the Bible don't speak about it, nobody don't speak about it. So it don't exist in people's mind.
Yeah.
But if a hurricane mash up Jamaica, them blame a female. Them say due to a violent act of Mother Nature, there was a storm named Beryl and Ray, right? And she mashed up the place and look who did.
So
what huh?
Hurricane? You used to live in Santana. How was during the hurricane?
The hurricane was wonderful.
Okay.
I was in my house,
Okay.
eating and drinking and full enjoy myself. After I do my prayers and everything and put everything in God's hands.
It's true.
And Mother Nature's hands too. Right? Yeah. It was a nice time, man. It's just that it was not as horrible as I thought it would have been. From in St. Mary where it was, right?
Okay.
We didn't get much of it, We don't hear no thunder. You can imagine a hurricane going on, you don't hear no thunder. That's almost ridiculous.
Yeah, somebody called and said they hear it in St. Anne. St. Elizabeth.
But the part of the hurricane that went up by me is like somebody who don't like fruit trees none at all. He gonna pop off a whole heap of fruits and fling them down on the ground like nobody not supposed to eat none, right? Root up a couple of trees like they didn't vex or something, right? You come out this morning, a couple of trees get root up.
Okay.
Right? But only one person that I know in my village lose them roof.
Oh man.
Right? You know Jamaicans make better houses than Americans.
Yeah, no.
You know the same hurricane passed through Texas, I think. Right?
Yes.
Either yesterday or last night or today. Mash up the place. And I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard it passed through there like category 1,
Yes, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I heard it as
You can imagine if that hurricane had passed through Texas at category 3, category 4, or category 5. You can imagine. But then no dirt one left on the ground then. But the truth is, the Americans build the most expensive houses, right?
Yeah.
But them cannot stand up to a tornado. They cannot stand up to a hurricane.
Yeah,
Then what's the
it's
point?
mostly drywall they use inside.
Drywall? They let them using some cardboard. Listen, the way how Jamaicans build house, that should be an international law. That house supposed to build and you deck it. Pour cement in the roof. Right?
Yeah.
So in some cases you don't have no roof to blow off, right? But even a lot of houses I see in Jamaica that got roof, them built in such a way that hurricane don't bother them.
No.
Like the tile roofs. Right?
Yes.
But when you're in a place like America and you hear that the tornado coming, you tremble because you don't know where to hide. Well, if a hurricane coming in Jamaica, you just go in your house. Because your house is like a cave. Right? So we so third world that nobody in the first world don't want to learn from me. And why should we allow them to insult us but we're third world? Can you name one second world country?
No,
huh? No. So if second world countries don't exist, how did we become third world? Who built that gulf between we and the so-called first world? The only first world country that I am aware of is Africa. Africa is the first place that human beings live, right? So obviously that's the first world. We shouldn't be calling America first world,
It's true.
We should be calling America, America. Right? That is just my view. And the views expressed right here on Wisdom Unveiling is not necessarily the views of this station. So don't even bother get vexed with Radio Jamaica because I said that. Because you got some people mental, you got some people get vexed with the station and everything if you say something that is your truth.
Yes.
And the poor station don't know nothing about that. No. So that's my disclaimer for tonight. Yes. So, sister, you take good care of yourself.
Okay.
Remember, you need to use neem. You know neem?
I know it, but I don't use it.
Why you don't use it?
Medication.
Your medication. Okay, well, sprinkle cayenne pepper powder on your food to make sure that your blood don't clot.
Yes, I use it.
Especially in your other foot, because the first thing the spirit tell me is that you need to watch it with your foot.
Yes.
I know I'm hearing that you lose one.
Yes.
And that's really, saddening because It's only when a person lose a foot you realize, the real true gravity.
Yeah, them say cow don't know the use until it cut off.
Huh?
Cow don't know the use of his tail until it cut off.
Who, the cow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a cow tail is very important,
Yeah, can flash and...
But you know what's going on? You know what's going on in Jamaica? The Jamaicans eat something them called oxtail.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cow tail,
I know.
Listen, an ox is also a cow, right? But it's such an expensive animal that nobody don't get oxtail to eat because they don't really slaughter them,
Mm-hmm.
It's a white cow with a hump in his back. Okay. It's the most hardworking animal in the world. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But them call the cow tail oxtail.
Oxtail.
I wonder how the ox feel about that. Anyway, you take it easy.
All right.
And remember, it is a good thing to take care of yourself.
Yes.
You only got one self left.
That's true.
Take care of that self.
Okay, Majesty.
God is great. Let's talk about food that we eat. Let's talk about cabbage. Cabbage is a member of the family of cruciferous vegetables that are known for their numerous benefits for our health. This amazing leafy vegetable is a great source of vitamins B6, C, and K, and an excellent source of folate, dietary fiber, copper, potassium, vitamin B1, and manganese. Additionally, cabbage is rich in calcium, vitamin B2, iron, magnesium, choline, pantothenic acid, protein, niacin, and phosphorus. Alternative medicine use cabbage, particularly the leaves, for the treatment of numerous health problems, including strains, swelling, sprains, and ulcers. Because of their potent anti-inflammatory properties, the cabbage leaves were also used to alleviate joint pain, which is a result of sports injuries and arthritis. Although the efficiency of the treatment is not scientifically proven, people used cabbage leaves for years as a natural and cheap remedy for the treatment of inflammation and joint pain. The juice of red or purple cabbage had been used by the Ethiopians and Egyptians, by women of Sierra Leone, Mozambique, South Africa, and Ghana to cure yeast infection by washing out the vagina as a douche. A poultice can be made of fried cabbage leaves and coconut oil mixed with golden seal powder and strapped on the foot with raw cabbage leaves and bandaged firmly and securely. This is known to cure athlete's foot disease. It must be done at bedtime and worn through the night for at least 30 nights in the most severe cases. Think about that. I like to big up all the herbalists. Yeah. The herbalists in the house. Because it is a beautiful thing to study herbs and use them to assist humanity. Big up the lovers of all herbs internationally. Let's return to our phone lines now before somebody get real upset. Greetings. Good night. Good night. Anyway, seemed like that person dropped to sleep. Let's talk about the most secret Caribbean superfood. There is an unknown vegetable food in Jamaica and the Caribbean, in Africa, and every other tropical country in the world. I'm talking about something we all see around us, yet we ignore it. We cut it down and throw it away. We don't even give it to others. For no one among us knows that it is actually food. Farmers plant it, reap it, only to throw it away. This food is full of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, amino acids, proteins. You name it. This food have it. Its powerful calories are so needed, so important, but we don't know it. If a great famine was to come now, we would all die with it around us. Although the cows would eat it, but we would not. What food is it? It is great for people who suffer from diabetes, heart trouble, great for pregnant women, elderly people, small children, athletes, musicians. What am I talking about? Banana flowers. The bottom of the banana that we cut off and fling away. That fake-looking fake bananas, the flowers at the bottom. Extremely nutritious. Think about cooking some, my brethren. I hear it don't taste bad at all, neither. Yeah. You can't get weary, of eating good food. Natty will tell you that. Don't get weary. Yeah, there's 10 brutal truths that everyone needs to know. But the first of those 10 is very simple. You cannot conquer or capture Rasta. Yeah, it is now 2:25 in Jamaica. I like to big up all our listeners in South Africa, all our listeners in Zimbabwe, Ivory Coast, Ghana. Big up all our listeners in the Caribbean, in Britain, in the Americas. Big up all our listeners right here in Jamaica. Yeah, people at the Mango Valley Posse, the Huddersfield Squad, Rockabessa Crew. Big up brethren in Bakawal. Yeah, brethren in Prairie, St. Anne's Bay, brethren in Linstead. Big up my sister in prison. Janet, big up yourself right there in prison. Don't worry, just take it easy, girl. Everything comes to an end at some point. All good things come to an end, so all bad things must come to an end too. So don't feel no way, just stay cool. Now there's 10 brutal truths that everyone needs to know. Well, 11. The first one is that you can't conquer Rasta, so we done said that already. Number 1, you are going to die and you have no idea when. So stop pretending that you are invincible. Acknowledge the fact that your own mortality is a reality. Acknowledge the fact of your own mortality, your own limitation to live on this planet. And then start structuring your life in a more meaningful way. Yeah. Number 2, your material wealth won't make you a better or happier person, even if you're one of the lucky ones who achieves his or her materialistic dreams. Money only amplifies that which was already present. Number 3, your obsession with finding happiness is what prevents its attainment. I'll say that again. Your obsession with finding happiness is what prevents its attainment. Happiness is always present in your life. It's just a matter of connecting to it and allowing it to flow through you. That's challenging. Number 4, donating money does less than donating time. Giving your time as a way to change your perception and create a memory for yourself and others that will last forever. Number 5, you can't make everyone happy. And if you try, you lose yourself. Stop trying to please everyone and start respecting your values, principles, and autonomy. Number 6, your achievements and successes won't matter on your deathbed. When your time has come to transition from this reality, you won't be thinking about that raise. You'll be thinking about the relationships you've made. So start acting accordingly. Number 7, your talent means nothing without consistent effort and practice. Some of the most talented people in this world never move out of their parents' basements. Number 8, nobody cares how difficult your life is. And you are the author of your own life story anyway. Stop looking for people to give you sympathy and start creating the life story you want to read. Number 9, investing in yourself isn't selfish. It's the most worthwhile thing you can do. You have to put on your own gas mask to save the person sitting right next to you. Number 10, time is your most valuable asset. You need to prioritize how you spend it. You have the power and responsibility to decide what you do with the time you have. So choose wisely. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiled. And remember, you have to give a little love. It is now 2:38 in Jamaica. Let's return to our phone lines now. Greetings. 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 Can you hear me? Something's wrong with that line. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Greetings. Good night. Greetings.
Hello.
Yeah,
good
how
morning.
you? Yeah, how you do?
That's not good night. That's not.
Yeah, man, it's night. It's night time,
Good
man.
night.
The man them trick we them teach we a philosophy that mean that there's no more night.
Yeah.
Because if 24 hours make a day, we're night gone.
Yes, yes.
And if how could we become educated, right?
Yes.
And don't realize that the man them tell you that there's no more night. Them just don't mention the word night, you know, and just lick it out.
I don't know.
Listen, do you know why the man them get rid of night? No, I know when it happened, you know.
Yes,
When I was
yes.
a tiny little man, little man,
Yes,
my daddy used to work night.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
those men used to get paid double for working night, you know.
Yes, that's right, that's right.
So one time, you know, one smart Alec, you know, one smart
yes.
fella, you know, European, you know, told his European counterparts,
Yes,
they need to
yes.
stop give these Negroes so much money.
Exactly.
This is how we can cut out that. Right now, the man might agitate for night money. Say, no, teach their children that night don't exist.
Yes, sir.
The man say, how we can do that? The man say, let me show you something, man. The man penetrate the education systems, right? Of the Caribbean, right?
Yes, yes.
When I was a little youth, the teacher teach me that 12 hours make a day and 12 make a night. You see, by the time I reach a certain age, the teacher teach
Yes.
me a different thing. The whole thing
Exactly.
change. Where 24 hours make days, so you don't have no more night. So you see, when I grew up now, I
Yes.
can't ball for the night money because I only getting the same day money at night.
There you go.
Now, the reason why they were paying double for working night is because a human being not supposed to be working at night, you know.
Not at all.
Listen,
not at all.
your body do a whole heap of work at night.
Exactly. There you go.
Your body work.
Yes,
You see,
exactly.
if you have to work at night regularly, you actually cut your lifespan in half.
It's true.
You lose all 20 years off your life, you know.
Exactly. True.
It is a kind of suicide.
There you go. There you go.
Occupational suicide.
Definitely, sir.
But they don't teach these things anymore.
Not at all. And some children teach us at the early days, then we come up and say, nothing no go so.
Exactly.
There you
So
go.
now the whole thing named there now. So night don't. So all when you look,
moon,
when you look and see,
and European bring baby come, nothing no go so.
my brethren, them, hey, what them think them was doing about cow jump over moon? But no, if you have an education system that start out teaching the youth something that is impossible,
Yeah.
once him accept that, you could teach him anything that's impossible right through him life,
There you go. There you go.
So that set the
There you
stage for we to be idiots,
There you go.
right?
There you go.
Just imagine you teach a youth that night don't exist, but you don't mention the word night.
Not at all.
You don't mention the word don't, and you don't mention the word exists.
Not at
You just say,
all.
man, 24 hours make a day.
Yeah.
See, so educated people will run with that because it makes sense, because senseless things make sense, if it is taught by those who you respect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And when we become respecters of persons,
Yeah.
whatever people who respectable tell me, it must go so because Mr. So-and-so, Professor so-and-so said that.
Exactly.
So now we have to realize that we're not slaves anymore. We have a brain. We're not
Definitely.
using the professor's brain, we're using our own.
Factual.
Just imagine teaching me that there's a God.
Uh-huh.
This God got only one son. How them know God business?
There you go.
How could a God only got one son when they have drunk man, have 3, 4, 5 sons who live next door you?
All right.
An almighty creator only got one son, really?
There
right?
you go.
And not
There
only
you go.
that, him send him on earth to be murdered
Definitely.
by some wicked people, right? That once them murder him, them can do anything at all, and you, the daddy God, can't do them nothing because them just call them son name and plead them son blood with them take, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And
yeah.
then whoever them kill dead like dog.
Yeah, very much so.
And that is normal. You know,
Go to that plain and open voice.
I mean, grew up on that kind of plate of food. That's the food that them give away. Religious
Yes.
food.
Definitely.
And for some reason, it made a lot of sense. It don't make no sense now.
Not at all.
But it make a whole heap of sense when we little because we don't know no better.
So,
Right?
true.
Now think about that.
True. I to get it for the longest time and thank heavens I get you.
My brethren, so how can I help you now?
Well, I think a card reading.
A card reading.
Yes, sir.
All right. But you think a father who is responsible, right? A real responsible father that love his son, him only son, will send him to get murdered
No,
by some people who not ready?
no, sir, no.
And then now when his son was being killed, now him say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? That means he wasn't in on that deal. He was not in on that.
There you go.
Him
sir.
don't know nothing about that deal.
No.
So how can we know about that deal and Jesus don't know nothing about it? And him involved. You don't see something wrong with the whole of it?
Right, me dear, sir. No, you think it's late.
Something wrong with all of it.
That's true.
Call any number before me lose my temper, between 1 and 10.
Fine. I know where to put the good one.
Come again. Another number.
Yes, number now.
You're doing cards, right? You said you want a card reading? You there?
Yes, sir.
So give me another number.
9.
Hold on. Come again.
7.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
6.
Hold on. Hold on. One more.
2.
There you go. Now, you do any farming?
Yes, sir.
How you plant?
Well, the plants, banana, yam, tea, and miscellaneous things, and, a little crap wood.
All right. What is your age right now?
77.
77, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're still farming.
Yes, I still the silent do lots of little things. Yes.
You know it's hard work that keep you strong.
Yes, sir. So I get that.
Yes, hard work that keep you strong, you know.
Exactly, sir. So true.
But make sure you don't lift nothing heavy this year, okay?
There you go, sir.
Because if you do that, you're liable to get a bad hernia.
Yes, sir.
You ever get a hernia yet?
Well, I never, but I got it, and eventually I have to visit doctor, and doctor said I must lift nothing heavy. But I visited on numerous occasions, and then said them going to, at that time, went to go to carry out the surgery. And I supposed to go there when they light, and to that the hospital, and they will plan what day to come in and do.
So now you understand that we're really telling the truth, right?
Yes, sir. You are very much precise.
There you go. You have another card here, so no, and it's called energy, which shows that your energy level is still high as a man that is 77 years old.
Yes, sir. You are correct. Correct.
It means that you're still up there with some of the young boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are very much correct, sir. I commend you for that.
So the woman them who laughing at the rest away, them can't laugh at you, you know.
Not at all. Not at all.
The woman them who laughing at the rest away can't laugh at you.
Not at all.
Okay, so we take off we hat to you because this card here, energy, shows that you're still a bad butting Billy.
Yes, sir.
All right, okay.
Yes, sir.
You have another card here now called love. So wait, you have a queen?
I don't secular any, but I used to run EAD and healthcare, but I take time scale down, but never out there. Still,
you know, a good woman is gonna come into your life. You know.
I anticipate that.
She may be slightly younger, but that's the way to go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You are very much precise.
Yeah. Don't make nobody tell you nothing because you run things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Things don't run you.
I commend you.
There's a next card here so now called the Wheel of Fortune, suggesting that you is one of the luckiest people in your bloodline, you know.
Yes, sir. Several people told me that I see it, I know it, and I feel it.
Oh my gosh, man. You see anybody try to hurt you, something weird is going to happen to them, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have another card here now called Sorrow. What did happen to your mommy? What happened to her?
My mom died some 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
what happened? What happened to her?
Well, she traveled with pain in her stomach and arthritis, and they had also visit doctor, and then and there, you know, she went through the illness and she died.
But it looked like your mother has a form of cancer, you know.
Well.
That never really got no attention.
I don't doubt you.
Hold on. Your mother want you to know that she love you, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes.
She's not as dead as you think, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes,
she's in the land of the dead. But that don't mean that she's dead.
No.
She's alive and well in the land of the dead, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's like care for them very much until they depart this life.
Yes, man. You was there for your father too?
Exactly. That's what my father died in me, and after being faithful.
Yes, man, because your daddy...
He died the 16th of November 1981 at 8:15 p.m.
Wow.
I take care of him over the years until...
Listen, man, your daddy have the highest ratings for you, man. Your blessing is secure.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So
Only one thing, the one thing you must not do, you must not drink rum.
Still long after drink. Boy, cut it.
Your girl cut it.
Oh, yes, boy.
No, man, you can't catch a boy, man. Your girl cut it. No, girl?
Yes.
If you can cut something, it's not a boy, right?
Well.
So your girl cut it, my bridging.
Yes, sir. I love how you put it.
Yeah. And now you have another card here now called the Empress, which shows that a nice sister-in is going to come and nice you up.
Yes, sir.
And the rest of we could have vexed all we want. You know business,
sir.
you know.
Yes, sir. Good thing going to those who wait, eh?
There you go. The rest of we can ball all we want. You know business. Make the rest of we go. I got X amount come out. Listen, you got X amount of brethren on the wall out there rolling spliffs right now. Want to know how could a 77-year-old man perform better than them? Talk to them.
Yeah, but that's what they told me and your kids.
There you go. Talk to those boys out there on the wall.
Yes, sir. Let's tell them and you must occasion, you know.
Some of them don't want no work, and you'll work right through.
Yes, it's true you talk.
All night you're coming out the garden, right?
Yes, sir.
My brethren. Wait, what become the old time donkey? Man, no ride donkey no more.
Not at all.
Them days done.
Yes.
But with the donkeys, them die out too?
Yes, sir, true. Those animals die out, so true.
Do you know why the donkeys die out?
Well, I really
Because
don't know
human beings are wicked. Listen.
why. Oh, yes.
Listen.
And the donkey is a blessed animal.
Lion, listen. What I have seen human beings do to animals, right?
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Now, half the
yes.
people you know who got goat don't give goat water.
Yes, sir.
Most of the man who got donkey overburden the donkey with too much weight.
Yes, too.
And then now they don't give the donkey proper nutrition. Now, when I was a youth man, my grandpa would buy some special thing to give him donkey. So the donkey gets some special nutrients,
Exactly.
But we don't see them do that wrong here. Then just work the donkey, walk the donkey till the donkey die.
Yes.
When donkey die, then buy a car and just walk that.
And then die out.
Yeah? Donkey should never have died out in Jamaica.
Not at all. It's a blessed animal, it's like what happened. It's true.
Oh, gosh, man.
True.
Brethren. Hey, you ever see an animal named a mule?
Yes, I know mule.
Huh?
I know mule.
All right. You know the mule is a crossbreed between the horse and the donkey, right?
Yes, sir.
You make. I don't know who breed who, but I guess
The cross.
it's a crossbreed though, right?
Exactly. True.
My daddy had a mule, and the mule had a penis and a vagina too,
Uh-huh.
Yes, man.
You kidding?
And you see when that mule get away, it was like a mad thing.
Yeah,
When him get away, nobody can catch him,
I hear you, sir. I hear you.
But my daddy was a short little man that was very strong. And one day here, elder said, "Wrong, the mule get away." And my father talks a kind of fast, I don't know what him say, but my father take off like a kite. No, hold on. I was standing by a guinea tree, right?
Yes, sir.
And I hear some like boogdum, 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 and the mule fly past me doing about 300 miles per hour.
I hear you.
And my daddy run and grab the mule rope, right?
Yes, sir.
And turn him back, And could you imagine that a man grab a rope of a big thing like a mule big like a horse,
Yes, sir.
And when my daddy turned him back, my daddy feet skid slightly. And the mule dead stopped like he was tied to a tree.
Yes, sir.
And I respect the dirt my daddy walked on after that because me don't know how a little man like that could have stopped a mule.
Yes, sir.
Now in those days, those men used to eat properly,
Exactly. No fertilizer, no chemical.
Exactly.
And vegan food.
Exactly.
And those food, they don't give very much nutrition.
People eating now, God bless it,
Oh, believe it, my dear, I start that many times.
Oh my gosh, man. So
and drinking now.
I would like to big up all the farmers in Jamaica, that feed the rest away.
Yes.
Right? And big up any man out there that own a donkey. I don't think none of them have any mules anymore.
Not at all.
The mules die out before the donkeys did.
Yes, because them have to run hard and the rest stuff.
But listen, God don't know number of mules.
God don't know that.
No, God don't know. If God say mule, no, because God never make a mule. It's man crossbreed don't.
Yes, come right when the India garden egg to somebody to garden egg. They've been ingrafted.
Exactly. Right? Another thing that I cannot find, and I'm very vexed about it. You know an orange named navel orange?
Yes.
Where them gone?
I've seen it. I've heard of it for a long time now.
You know the right name of that, or you know what that orange really name? You know the name of it?
Anthony?
No, the name of navel orange is Washington label.
Oh.
Washington label. But true the thing like a navel at the bottom, we call them navel orange.
Yes, true.
But it's really Washington label. They were created in Washington state in America,
Yes, sir.
They're genetically altered. Sometimes you don't even find a seed in them, you know.
Yes, sir.
But they was really sweet though, with a whole heap of flavor.
Yes, too.
Right now, if vex, I can't get one again.
Yes, I know a man named Dr. Evans who used to do a wide area of farm, you know, by Golden Gate. Yeah. I'm living just at the top of the hill. Yeah, and every one of them dead out. And we're like, wow.
Oh boy, I think someone need to revive them though. They were really nice fruits, you know.
Yes, we should come back to the giving up the public and get more.
And when you was a boy, there was another fruit named a shaddock.
Shaddock, yes.
You know them?
Yes, sir.
I want big grapefruit that look kind of reddish purple, some kind.
Yes, too.
Them was really nice. What's going on? It's like somebody taking away our food and giving we to eat.
Yeah, there you go. Too.
Anyway, you know your prayer time?
No.
But if you don't know your prayer time, you can listen. Knowing your prayer time is like having God's phone number, you know.
Yes.
If you want God's phone number, let me give it to you. When you say you're born 19 what?
The 15th of the 15th of the 3rd, 47.
47, right? So you're born the year of the boar, so your prayer time is 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Every night between 9 and 11.
9 and 11.
Yeah, if you pray 11 o'clock, you're too late. Your guardian angel leave at 11. You can pray at 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, 10 o'clock, quarter to 11. But if you pray 11, you lose.
Yes, sir.
Right?
I get you.
Now, you've been taught that you should pray unceasingly, right?
Yeah.
But that's being a terrorist, you know. How could you harass God well, you could have to tell God over and over again unceasingly.
No, that's true.
Like you the only picnic what God have.
Not at all.
You have your time. Exactly. Your time and space is 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. That is your time.
Yes, sir.
And your direction of power is north-northwest. That means you need to face the north.
I get you.
Face the north and turn an inch to the left of north.
Exactly.
And you're facing your guardian angel. That's like knowing God's phone number, you know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes.
Let me tell you, listen, knowing your prayer time, it worked like a dream.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
True.
You know, most religious believers don't believe in this kind of foolishness that I do, right?
Not at all.
But one religious believer decided to try a thing.
Yes.
Now, he's a pastor, you know. And he decided to secretly try a thing.
Yes, sir.
So he always knows this prayer thing is rubbish because you can pray unceasingly. You can harass God all you want because God can't be harassed and blah, blah. But him have a brother who's supposed to fly to Jamaica and divide up some land between him and the brother and his sister, right?
Yes.
And this is years and years the brother don't come and the brother get the will and everything. From the daddy who died. When the brethren get in prayer time from me now, right?
Yes.
And decide that I'm going to find out now because I'm try everything else. In praying and fasting and do all kind of thing and that don't work, right? The brethren call me one day and tell me him have some money for me. I said, what are you talking about? The brethren said, man. The man said 7 days after him start praying at him prayer time. Him brother who him haven't heard from for the longest time.
Yeah.
Because every time he talk with the land, him brother get cross.
Yes,
The brother said that him think it's high, him just get the feeling that it's high time him fly home and deal with the thing. Think about that. And listen, the land is a beautiful piece of land. But this brethren know that he can't get the top half because then big brother gonna take that. That's the view. In the valley, there's a spring and you will get that to the sister because she's a farmer. She do farming, right?
Yes, sir.
So then he will get the piece in the middle. He will build a house or so. But now the elder brother come home and say, listen, him don't really want to sell in Jamaica again. So here's what. You take the big piece, the piece at the top with the view, and I will take the piece in the middle. If my son wants to sell it, well, I saw, but me no business. Right?
Yeah.
So this brethren end up getting the peace that him really cherish in a way him don't know he could never get that.
Yeah.
But he prayed him his prayer time. And big brother come home and divide up the land, give little sister her peace, and give him the peace that is meant for big brother.
Uh-huh.
And the man called me, and tell me as he speak to me, he got tears in his eyes of joy.
Uh-huh.
You see, all of us as a people need to work together.
Yes,
Whether you was a Christian, whether you was a Rasta man, whether you was a Muslim, know that we is family. You know?
Exactly. Out of many,
yeah. Listen, the Muslim will know something the rest of us don't know, you know. And the Christian is going to know something the rest of us don't know.
Yes,
And the Rasta man knows something that the other two don't know. So why don't we just come together and just live?
One.
Yeah. You know?
Very much precise.
We need to stop behaving like we think we're gonna live forever.
Yes.
Like we make ourselves, you know?
There you go.
And you always hear people talking about my God, like if God don't belong to the whole of it.
There you go.
My God is this, my God is that. How him get a God for himself? How him get a God for himself?
He just damn over himself to make everybody know him alone God serve.
Exactly. My God. That is so ridiculous.
No, sir, foolish.
When can say our God is great?
Our God.
How you gonna come to a big assembly and tell me my God is great, like you alone have a God?
There you go, sir.
You know, so I think the whole week need to grow up, you know.
Yes, we need to them a little more training to know what is the specific of what.
Yeah, my brethren, you take it easy here.
My dear brother, I commend and congratulate you for the good work you have been done and been doing.
Well, thank you, and I'm gonna congratulate you for living long enough to congratulate me.
Well, eventually, I want to see that.
Blessed. Take it easy, man. Don't be shocked if one of these days you see me sitting on the breadfruit tree. Take it easy, King, man. Take it easy. It's been an honor, you know.
God bless.
Blessed. The best of my love. In 100 years, somewhere like 21, 23. Yeah. We will all be buried with our families and friends. Strangers will live in our homes that we work so hard to build. And someone else will own everything we have today. Most of our possessions will be given away or thrown out and destroyed, including that nice car we spent a fortune on, and will probably be scrapped or over one gully rotten somewhere. Our descendants will hardly know who we are, nor will they even remember us. How many of us know who our grandfather's father was? After we leave this planet, we will be remembered for a few more years, and then we're just a portrait on someone's wall. And a few decades later, our history, photos, and deeds disappear into histories of oblivion. We won't even be memories. If we pause one day to analyze these questions, perhaps we would understand how pointless it is for us to worry about 95% of the things that consume our minds daily. If we could only think about this, our approaches, our thoughts would change and we would do things differently. Perhaps we would feel more free to enjoy ourselves and our lives that we are living. Take these thoughts into the rest of your night and into the next few weeks, even the rest of this year, and remember this saying: if a scenario is not going to matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes being upset by it. Save your energy to celebrate the beauty of life. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Listen to these words and make sure that you turn right. Don't turn around. Yeah, it is now 17 minutes after 3 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Jamaica. The show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. I am your host, Majesty. Now, here's an obituary that was recently printed in the London Times newspaper. It is sad, but true. As a matter of fact, it's absolutely brilliant. This is a public service announcement, it said. Today we mourn the passing of a beloved old friend, Common Sense, who has been with us for many years. No one knows for sure how old he was, since his birth records were long lost in bureaucratic red tape. He will be remembered by having cultivated such valuable lessons as knowing when to come out of the rain, why the early bird gets the fattest worm. Life isn't fair, and maybe it was my fault. Common Sense lived by simple, sound financial policies, like don't spend more than you can earn, and a reliable strategy like adults, not children, are in charge. The problem is, his health began to deteriorate rapidly when well-intentioned but overbearing negotiations were set in place. Reports of a 6-year-old boy charged with sexual harassment for kissing a classmate, teenage children suspended from school for using mouthwash after lunch, and a teacher fired for reprimanding an unruly student only worsened his condition. Common Sense stopped listening to American news when prayers were banned in schools and God got fired. Common Sense lost ground when parents attacked teachers for doing the job that they themselves had failed to do in disciplining their unruly children. It declined even further when schools were required to get parental consent to administer sun lotion or an aspirin to a student, but could not inform parents when a student became pregnant and wanted to have an abortion. Common Sense lost the will to live as the churches became businesses and criminals received better treatment than their victims. Common Sense took a beating when you couldn't defend yourself from a burglar in your own home and the burglar could sue you for assault. Common Sense finally gave up the will to live after a woman failed to realize that a steaming cup of coffee was hot. She spilled a little in her lap and was promptly awarded a huge financial settlement because of a severe migraine headache caused by violent, disrespectful music. Common Sense was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance one night when the ambulance driver turned on the radio to hear the midnight news. And as Common Sense listened, he went into shock. On the news, he heard that some male prisoners declared suddenly that they are now female and decided to wear panties and women's clothing. The federal government in America agreed to respect the men's declaration of womanhood, and without giving them any injection to sterilize them, they transferred them over to the women's prison, where they were gladly received by hundreds of female prisoners who put them to good use immediately. And in less than a month, X amount of female detainees were vomiting all over the place and consequently declared pregnant. That was the last straw for Mr. Common Sense, and he gave up the ghost and was pronounced dead upon reaching the hospital. Common Sense was preceded in death by his parents, truth and trust, by his wife, discretion, by his daughter, responsibility, and by his son, reason. He is survived by his 5 stepbrothers. I know my rights. I want it now. Someone else is to blame. I am a victim. Pay me for doing nothing. The sad thing is that not many people attended his funeral because so few realized that he was gone. How sad. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. But I want to know if I go and check Mr. Brown about his daughter, if he would have the common sense to leave me alone, because the horse gone through the gate already. Mr. Brown, which family are ready. Ask Gregory Isaacs if you doubt me. Greetings and good night.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, how you do?
Good man.
Okay, how can we help?
Yeah, how can I get a quote? A copy of that quote that you just read a while ago.
Common sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably have to call me one these days and I try and get it to you somehow.
My goodness, man, I want something. I want that, man. That's why whatever.
Sell off the show.
I never hear nothing more practical more than that.
Sell off.
I wonder who's the heart of that.
I have no idea, you know.
So you pull it down, or you get.
Listen, a lot of things rest on my office from the internet, you know.
My goodness.
So when I see certain things, I say, that's a nice thing to read on the show, you know.
No, man, that's excellent. But I don't know. But I tell you, man. No,
sell off, man. Just call me one this year. My number is 844-2295. You know, 844-2295.
All right, let me write down the number. We can call because I really want it, man. Let's tell you.
Jano.
Man, tell you, man. It is so real, you know.
Listen, man.
Exactly what is happening in the world right now, man.
King man, you see the Americans fire God, you know. You know, if you make children pray at school in America, as a teacher, you get fired.
Yes, I know that.
So how them got up on their money in God we trust, and them don't trust God none at all. Listen, them soon take that off their money, you know, because the Americans don't ramp, you know.
Hey, listen, man, it's the most crazy.
The right word is decadent.
Yes.
They're descending. They should be ascending, but they're descending. You know.
Descending, man.
Yes, man.
Repeat your number again for me, please.
My number is 876, of course. 844-2295.
Okay.
You got it? 844-2295. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man. So that's it.
Man. Boy, I tell you no, boy. I really don't call for a reading.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You just want to get that thing there.
Man, I would really, especially getting that quote there, man. Because,
gosh, man.
I think that should be distributed to all our politicians.
Man, that should be on signboards and placards all over the country.
It should be, man. It should
be. Because the man, them murder common sense.
Listen,
the man get common sense a heart attack.
The man, they mess up the world. The world get crazy, man.
Listen, the world is alright, but you see the people in it now, we reach a point with them, anything is anything, you know.
Anything is anything, man.
All right, listen, craziness begin from long time. The first sighting of craziness, right?
Yeah.
Is when the man them make a holy book named the Bible, right?
Yes.
And talk about all kind of people. And they talk about God, but this God now supposed to be a dysfunctional father who in a heaven somewhere.
Yes.
And when he got one deggy son, him don't have a daughter, and him don't have a daughter.
And he said him come.
Remember, him is God Almighty, you know, him supposed to have all things, you know. But for some weird reason, him don't have a daughter. Man, the man own the whole universe, you know.
Yeah.
That mean it is blasphemy to say that God don't have something. If you say God don't have anything at all, you're blasphemy, you know. Because him is the Almighty, you know, but yet him don't have a daughter.
Yeah.
Him got one deggy son.
Yeah.
Him don't have a goddess, no wife at all.
Right.
But him got billions of angels just praising him right through, like pure praise. And then he make some humans now to praise him on top of that now, right?
Yeah.
And then now he make a man now, and he never know the man gonna need a female because to him not have none.
Yeah.
And then the man start bawling saying want him female and want female. So what? I just put the bread in to see man pop out a rib out him, you know. I make a girl same size as the man.
Yeah.
So him take 100 pounds of clay and make a man. Then he put the man to see pop out a rib and use that rib, just that rib, and make a woman big like the man.
Yeah.
King man, that is madness.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
And then we now go to school and get educated now, and we believe everything that is written in this holy book. Remember, you know, the Bible is not a book for no one to condemn, you know. Listen, let me make it clear.
Yeah.
The Bible is a collection of books by different authors.
Yeah.
All this talk about inspired men of God, you can say anything you want to say. But some of the books is not inspired.
No.
Okay?
No.
Because if the Bible said, the Lord said, let us make man in our image, then he's talking to another God.
Yeah,
and that another God ought to be the goddess. Because if you say, let us make man, it means let's make baby, right? And you're talking to your wife, not true?
Yeah, yeah.
So then it would be more proper to say that God made man and then the goddess made woman, you know? You get it?
Yeah, man.
To me, that make more sense. Let me use common sense now, because theology don't make them common sense. Now you got another crew of man out there that want to convince you that there's no God. I wouldn't go there.
No, sir, me not go there.
I wouldn't go there because I grew up praying, and prayer have saved me, you know.
Yeah.
So for me to disrespect by saying that there's no God, to me that is like.
What Majesty? Another thing again, you know, this God that we're talking about, and it seems to be abdicated responsibility, because it seems that it's him in charge.
Why you say that?
All right. To the amount of wickedness that is going on in it.
No. But don't go there, man. Listen, there's a reason for the wickedness. You know, remember, him give man freedom of choice. You're you're free. Listen, you're not a slave. God don't make man as a slave, so you're free to do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming around.
Yeah, but if you go now, you may go now, and through you're free now, you may rape a girl.
Yeah.
All right. So now, you rape a girl, and maybe nobody don't find out it's you, so everything nice, right?
Yeah.
You die and gone. But now you can have another lifetime now where you come with a vagina.
And get raped.
You got to get raped. So now the people in that time now gonna be vexed that this cute little girl got raped, not knowing that this cute little girl was once a big ugly boy that raped a cute little girl. So now he come back as a cute little girl. So that's why crime is a thing that can't really be stopped. No. Because if you commit crime on someone, then you need to come back another time and the crime get committed on you. So you feel what it is that you have done. Because you got to pay the bill. It's a bill that you pay, right?
Well, that is a part of the puzzle that a lot of people
they don't know because
that is not being, because if it is not something like that, then to me God not really in charge, because
right. But God, listen, but it got to be something like that, because we know that God is in charge. But you could be in charge of a property that have ants, right? But if the ants take it upon themselves to murder cockroaches, right? Then you let them work it out. Because at some point the cockroach is going to get sensible, and learn how to kill ants, right?
because when at this point that I have this, it's like this in this season of hurricane. For instance, we have hurricane, and when the hurricane is coming, and the Christians claim that, boy, they pray and they pray and they pray, and the hurricane leave Jamaica, but it's going to mash up Cuba, and it mash up Haiti, and it mash up the Dominican Republic, and it mash up all the rest of countries there. Or Christian reconcile something like that.
I don't know, but I don't think we should point at the Christians for that, because the Christians in Cuba and Dominican Republic should have prayed too. I make it just stay in the sea. Right?
But you must have people there praying too.
Listen, the Christians in Jamaica never told Lord to send it to Haiti. Them just said, don't let it hit we.
No, yeah, but God, if God is a just God, then he wouldn't allow it to hit Haiti then, because we pray. It will just make it go in the sea and just die out. You know
what happened to you? You're blaming God for hurricanes. You can't do that, because
I'm not blaming God. I know it's nature. It's not God.
No, not just nature. It's Mother Nature, God wife. Listen, no one don't call her name unless something bad happened. So she gonna make some bad things happen, so her name get called, my brethren. If nobody don't pray to her, nobody don't pay her no mind, and she feed me, every day. She make sure we get fruit. She make sure we get spring water, and we don't call her name. So expect to mash up some place sometime and make me ball out her name. It's we cause it, it's we the same very human beings that do not pay respect to Mother Nature. Look, we eating something, we fling down the drinks bottle anywhere, fling down the drinks box, the food box anywhere. We fling down the garbage anywhere. We make nature feel aware. So why she can't slap me now? Why she can't listen? If you was a female and you and your male make a universe and everybody praise him and nobody don't praise you, you know, kick down a mountain and make some landslide and pee in some rivers, make them overflow, wash away some house and kill some babies and, you know, make people feel it and make them ball out for the, what do I say? Due to a violent act of Mother Nature, there was a storm.
Nature. That's the only time when they talk about Mother Nature.
Yeah, but listen, until we learn to pray and praise her, there will always be violent acts of nature.
Yeah.
So this part of the solution, all right, is to pay her respect.
Yeah.
We cannot be so educated that we cannot be primitive. Listen, as educated as we are, we have to learn how to be primitive too, you know.
Yes.
When I say primitive, we have to go right back there into the beginnings of time.
Yeah, man. The common sense, that, you know.
Yeah. and if primitive man, right, invent in their minds the reality that there's a God, right? Why obviously these primitive males invent in their mind that there's a goddess, but then now some Europeans now who no longer primitive, according to them, decide that we can only praise the male of things. And we can turn it back to the female of things. And if you have a man that's a priest to represent the big thing, he's not supposed to have no wife, no woman. Right? And they make the thing get ridiculous. Right? The reason why there's a man named Pliny the Elder who wrote this narrative about Adam and Eve, you know. King James gave him, he was commissioned by King James to write that. And the reason for that is to brainwash women into believing that a woman is not worth much. She only worth a bone out of a man. So she better hear what man say. Because we rule, we run the place. Right? So the whole thing was about seriously placing woman under man's foot. And guess what? Research has shown that women got more sense than men. Right? Because women overthrow men every day, not true?
Yeah, man, a woman control is women control the
not only control them. Listen, every great book that you read is about a great man get overthrown by a little woman, right?
Yeah, man, woman
but you don't. Yeah, but you don't read about no great woman get overthrown by no man.
No, man, women.
So obviously we owe the women them some respect, my bridge.
Yeah, man.
And if we are going to respect women properly, we have to understand that there's a goddess.
Yeah.
Unless you understand there's a goddess, you're not paying women their due respect, you know.
Yeah, and there's a powerful one too.
King man, let me tell you this personal. If I married and get divorced, right? It cannot take me 3 months to find a new queen.
No.
Because I pray and ask Mother Nature, send me one of your choice daughters, please. Right?
Yeah.
Simple. And then next to no time, you know. And I make sure when I get this new queen, I treat her as good as I can.
Yeah.
Even better than treat the one before. I'm not going to say, well, women, do me this and do me that so I can treat you bad. No. No. You see, we need to grow up. We need to behave yourself.
Yeah, man. All right, Majesty.
So take it easy, okay?
Take it easy, man. Nice talking to you, man.
It's been an honor knowing the eye, man. Take it easy because remember,
man. I would link with you to get that quote, boy. It is very, very inspiring, you know?
My brethren. I'm going to make sure you put it someplace so that when you call,
man,
I can find it. Because sometimes I put down some things in some books. I don't know, not more me put it. So you understand?
All right, Majesty.
Take it easy, King. Respect. Good. Yeah, what have you dreamt lately? Embalming. To witness the embalming of a dead person in your dream is a sign of trouble and adversity. To dream that you embalm one yourself denotes anger. Embrace. To dream that you are being embraced denote that you are underpaid for your labor. Embroidery. To dream of embroidery denote that you will be happy and prosperous in a very short time. Emerald denotes good health and wealth. Eggs. To see fresh eggs is a sign of thrift and good luck. Broken eggs signify slander. To sell them denotes business success. Rotten eggs denotes failure. Egyptian. To dream of an Egyptian denotes a pleasant surprise. To speak to one denotes a happy and prosperous life. Elbow. To dream of your elbow denotes that you possess a strong willpower and indomitable courage. Election. To dream of election denote that you are hostile. Electricity. It is a sign of courage followed by great popularity. Electric meter. To dream of an electric meter denote a profitable investment. To read one denotes increase of knowledge. Electric wire. To dream of an electric wire denotes that you will lose your job shortly. Electrocution. To witness somebody get electrocuted denotes losses and sadness. Elephant. If you dream you see an elephant, it denotes that you will triumph over your enemies. To ride on the back of an elephant is a sure sign of power. Elope. To dream that you elope with your lover is a sign of pleasure and content. It also denotes a long and prosperous life. Engagement. To dream that you are engaged to be married denotes great happiness. It further indicates that you will be successful in all your undertakings and that you will live to be very old. Engine. To hear an engine denotes a journey. To drive one yourself denotes a happy and prosperous life. To see one denotes joy and profit. Now, an engine in this book would mean a train. Engineer. To dream of seeing an engineer in your sleep denotes that you will succeed in your present plan. To see one at work denotes increase of knowledge. Enjoyment. To dream of elaborate enjoyment denotes discrimination and scorn. Enlist. To dream of enlisting in the army denotes grief, followed by a little happiness. To see others enlist in the army denotes content. To see an army of new enlisted men denotes loss in the near future. Empty dishes is a sign of embarrassment. Emperor. To dream of an emperor denotes that you will rise to power and be happy. It also denotes great popularity. Enemy. To dream of your enemies is a warning of impending danger. To dream that you overcome your enemies is a sure sign of happiness, followed by health. Enforcement. To dream of an enforced law denote that your employer has a grudge against you. This warns you to be careful in all your transactions. You should be diplomatic in every way. Escape. To dream that you escape from your confinement denotes popularity and prudence. Escort. To dream of having an escort denotes that someone is in love with you. This affair generally ends in matrimony. To be hostile to your escort is a sure sign of pride. Establishment. To dream of a large establishment denotes business success. Ethiopia. To dream of an Ethiopian in your sleep denotes riches and riches abundance. You need not fear, for your living has been made. Etiquette. To dream of reading rules of etiquette, manners, denotes that you are a self-centered person. This is a warning that you better change your ways. European. To dream of a European denotes economic slavery. To quarrel with one denotes losses. Wow. Envelope. To see an envelope in your sleep denote that you will receive a letter from afar, which will contain good news. Envy. To dream that you are to be envied denotes courage. Enthusiasm. To dream of being very enthusiastic over a deed denotes vexation and sorrow, which you will soon get over. Enterprise. To dream of entering into a large enterprise denote that you will rise to a high and esteemed position in life. You will accumulate a decent fortune. Enrage. To see an enraged person denotes a peaceful mind filled with contentment. Evening. To dream it is evening is a sign of enjoyment. To dream of spending a pleasant evening denotes a pleasant trip. Evidence. To dream of giving evidence against anyone denotes that you will cause much trouble to one you love, which will be unintentional on your part. Evil spirit. To see an evil spirit in your sleep denotes danger, which you will escape by great precautions. To struggle with one is a sure sign of sickness. Examination. To dream of taking an examination denotes skill and benevolence. To pass the examination is a sign of thrift. Excitement denotes calamity, which will be brought about by your own negligence. Execution denotes secret sorrows. To read about an execution denote that you will form the acquaintance of an ignorant person. Exercising. To dream of exercising denote that you will prosper in whatever you undertake. To see others exercise denotes an increase of knowledge. Exhausted. To dream that you become exhausted signifies a change of address for the better. Exhibition. To attend an exhibition denotes popularity among friends and people of renown. Exile. To dream of being exiled denotes a lonesome, sorrowful life, followed by vexation. Extravagance. To dream of being extravagant denotes you are financially handicapped. Eyeglass denotes that you are a good thinker. They also denote that your success depends on your own efforts. To dream that you are getting a new pair of glasses is a sign of good luck, followed by years of prosperity. Eyes. To dream that your eyes have grown larger denotes riches in abundance. To dream they have grown smaller indicates the reverse in business. Eyesore. To dream that your eyes are sore denotes riches in abundance in proportion to the soreness of your eyes. To see others with sore eyes denote that one of your friends will place you in a good paying job, which you have long hoped for. Eye tooth denotes that you are wise and cunning and that you cannot be easily led astray. Experiment. To dream of an experiment denote that you will become an inventor shortly, and you should therefore try to gather and make use of all ideas that come to you. Expert. To dream of an expert in a particular field denote that you will enlarge your earning capacity by your genius and learning. Explain. To explain anything in your sleep denote that you have a clear, good understanding of life in general, and there's no reason why you should not succeed in life. You will succeed. Explosion. To dream of an explosion is a sign of danger. Watch your step. Expression. To dream of using dirty expressions, like some dirty bad words I hear around here, denotes that you are a no-account person. I mean, you're not ready. Yeah. I mean, you don't have no class. If you dream that you've been cussing dirty bad words, it means you don't have no class. Expose. To dream of being exposed in any way denotes shame and disgrace. Okay. Face. To dream of having two faces denote that you will marry a beautiful rich girl and be happy for the succeeding years to come. If a lady has this dream, she will marry a powerful, up-to-date young chap who will make her happy. Faithful. To dream of being faithful is a sign of the picture of good health. Falsehood. To dream of telling a falsehood, like telling lies, denotes that you will be drawn into a plot which you will barely escape from prison. Familiarity. To dream of being familiar with anyone is a sign of unhappiness. You should keep your eyes on that person with whom you dream that you were familiar. Fanciful. To dream of being fanciful denotes romance. Fan. To dream of a fan denote that your children will be college graduates. Farewell. To dream of wishing anyone farewell denote that you will travel abroad shortly. Farm. To dream of a great big farm denote that you will own your home shortly. To work on one denotes hard work but good pay. Fashion. To dream of being in fashion denote that you will develop a progressive idea which will make you happy by and by. Fat. To dream that you have grown fatter and bigger denotes riches. Fasting. To dream of fasting denotes misfortune and mischief. Father. To dream of seeing your father is a sign of reform. Know what to tell you carefully in order that you may profit by his warning. Father-in-law. To dream of your father-in-law is a sign of sickness or a plague in which you may have to undergo an operation in order to get well. Fatigue. To dream of being fatigued is a sign of sadness. You will lose your job shortly, but you will get a better one in a few days. Feasting. To dream of feasting denote that you will have a good time among friends who are sincere and who think well of you. Feathers. To see a great abundance of feathers denote that you and your sweetheart will marry shortly and be happy. Feet. To dream of having large hairy feet denotes a pleasant surprise. To dream that your feet itch you is a sign that you will travel a great distance by foot. Fell. To fell trees, chop down trees, signify loss of health. Felony. To dream that you commit a felony denotes sickness. Fence. To dream of a fence signifies that you will buy a nice home shortly and be happy for the balance of your days. Fever. To dream of having an attack of fever indicates that you will make trouble for your family in one way or another. Fight. To dream that you are engaged in a terrible fight is a sign that you are being slandered by one in whom you have much confidence. Filth. Filth would be human excrement, right? To dream of filth denotes riches in abundance. This is a very good dream to policy players and gamblers and people who buy lotto. Finger. To dream that your finger has grown smaller is a sure sign of sickness. Fingernails. If clean, a rising position. If dirty, poverty. To dream of having your fingernails manicured is a sure sign of sudden wealth. Fish market. To see a fish market denote that you have been very naughty and rude to your sweetheart. Fist. To dream you strike anyone with your fists denotes that you will appear before a court shortly. Flag. To dream of a flag denote that you are a good citizen and that you are proud of your country or the country in which you now reside. Flame. To dream of a flame denotes quarrels. Fleas. To dream of fleas signifies secret and malicious enemies. Fire engine. To dream of a fire engine denotes that someone is trying to rob you out of your earnings. Firefly denotes an unfaithful wife or husband. You're being flattered and deceived. Fireworks denotes misery. Fish. To dream of large fish denotes that you will soon get good employment. To see small fish denotes that you will soon lose your present position. A great number of fish denotes pregnancy. Fisherman. To see one in your sleep denotes prosperity of long duration. Fish hook denote that your enemies are more than a match for you. This is a dream of caution. Do not let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Flying. To dream of flying is an excellent dream to all. It denotes an increase in health and wealth. Fog. To dream of a fog denotes a dreary and lonesome, sorrowful life filled with remorse and vexation. Food. To dream of plenty of food denotes greediness. Football. To play football signifies that you will succeed in executing all of your plans successfully. Forest. To see a forest in your sleep denotes continuity of purpose for the better. Floating. To see anything floating in water in your sleep is a sign of riches. Flood. To dream of a flood denotes misfortune. Flowers. To pick them is a sign of peace and prosperity. It also denotes sickness. No, it also denotes success in all love affairs. To smell sweet flowers is a sign of rising position. To give them away signifies an unexpected legacy left to you by a deceased relative. To dream that you are presented with beautiful flowers is a sign of approaching marriage. Flying a kite. To dream of flying a kite denotes good luck in all kinds of games. It indicates that you will win a sum of money shortly, generally on the following day. Frame. To dream of any kind of frame denotes that you will grow more handsome as the years roll on. If you are stout, you will get thinner, and if you are thin, you will get stouter. Fraud. To be engaged in any fraudulent business is a sign of remorse and disgrace. Freckles. To dream that your face is covered with freckles denote that you will inherit a decent fortune shortly by the death of a relative. Freeze. To dream it is freezing cold is a sign of protection to the homeless and destitute. Fortune teller. To see a fortune teller in your sleep is a good sign. Observe all that she tells you carefully. Fox. To see one denotes a mild winter. To be pursued by a fox denotes profit and loss. Garlic. To see garlic grow denote that you are superstitious. To eat it signifies profit at the expense of others. Garveyism. To dream of this doctrine of Garveyism denotes power and dignity. This is a very good dream to all. It promotes wealth and much happiness. Well, Marcus Garvey, that's nice. Gas denotes that someone will try to injure you maliciously. Gasoline. To dream of gasoline denote that you will soon be the owner of a beautiful car. Gambler. To see a gambler in your sleep denotes that you will make profitable investment. Games. To dream of playing games denotes loss in business. Garage. To dream of a garage denote that your lawyer is trying to sell out your case. Wow. That is something. Wow. Gardener. To see a gardener in your sleep denotes protection. To speak to one denotes that your lover is faithful. Ginger. To dream of a great deal of ginger denotes that you possess a hot, fiery temper. Take heed, otherwise you will bring about your own downfall. Gingerbread. To dream of eating gingerbread denotes happiness of long duration. Giraffe. To see one denotes that your boss is thinking of raising your salary. Glass. To drink water out of a glass denotes sickness of short duration. To spill it denotes misfortunes. Globe. To see a large globe denotes that you will be instrumental in uplifting your fellow men. Gloves. To wear them denotes good luck on the following day, especially in games of chance. German. To dream of a German denotes warfare. General. To dream of seeing a general in your sleep denotes animosity. Gems, precious stones. To dream of gems denote that you will find a great sum of money shortly. Ghost. To see a ghost in your sleep denotes sorrows. To talk to one, beware of your friends. Giant. To dream of a giant denotes anxiety. To fight with one denotes strength. To quarrel and then make up denote that you will be the victim of slander. Gift. To dream of receiving a gift denote that you will quarrel with your employer. Gorilla. To see a gorilla in your sleep denote that you will form the acquaintance of an ignorant person. Governor. To dream of the governor denotes an increase in salary. Gown. To dream that you wear a long gown denote that you will soon be promoted to a higher position and be happy for the balance of your life. Grain. To dream of reaping grain denote that you will receive a declaration of love from your sweetheart. Grandchild. To dream of a grandchild denote that your days are coming to a close. Grandfather. To dream of your grandfather denotes knowledge. Grandmother. To dream of your grandmother denotes that you will make a great sacrifice in the behalf of mankind. Grapes. To eat ripe grapes signifies riches. Young grapes denotes misfortune. Grass. Green grass denotes love matters, but also indicate that you will soon receive a love letter from afar. Godmother. To dream of your godmother is a warning of reform. Mark her words in order that you might be benefited by them. Goat. To dream of a goat denotes good luck. To pet a goat denotes riches. Godfather denotes mischief. This is a dream of watchfulness. You better watch it. Goggles. To dream that you wear goggles denotes that your wife or husband is unfaithful. Gold denotes profit. A variety of gold denotes profitable engagement. Gold ring. To dream of a gold ring signifies a successful career. This is an excellent dream in every detail, for it indicates a brilliant future. A silver ring foretells a pleasant trip. Gold teeth denotes grief and generally bad health. To dream that they drop out denotes disappointment. Ground. To dream that the ground is too hot or too cold denote that you will be cheated by one in whom you have much confidence. Guinea pig. To dream of a guinea pig denotes uncleanliness. Guitar. To hear guitar denotes joy. To play one yourself denotes sorrows. Gumboil. To dream of a gumboil denote that you will suffer from a slight internal injury. Guns denote scandal. To hear them fire signifies strife. Gripe. To dream of having an attack of gripe denotes prosperity and good health. To see others with an attack of this sickness denotes a small inheritance. Groaning. To dream that you groan in your sleep indicates that your mind is disturbed or will be disturbed shortly by hearing false news. Grave digger. To see a grave digger denotes secret sorrows. Gray hair. To dream that you have gray hair denotes honor and dignity. To dream of seeing others with gray hair denotes long life and happiness. Grasshopper. To see one denotes sickness. To kill one denotes that you will find something of great value. Hair. To dream that your skin is covered with hair denotes riches in abundance. Hairdresser. To see a hairdresser in your sleep denotes profit. To talk to one denotes excellent business policy. Ham. Denote that you will take a long and pleasant trip shortly. It also indicates much happiness, followed by years of prosperity. To eat ham denotes profitable employment. Hamburger steak denotes long life and happiness. It also denotes a happy reunion among friends and relatives. Hammer indicates hard work but good pay. Hammock. To lie in a hammock denotes a peaceful, happy existence. To see others lying in one is a sure sign of exhausted pleasure. Handbag. To dream that you have a beautiful beaded handbag denotes that you will receive a nice present from your sweetheart. Handkerchief denotes mischief, which is liable to end in disgrace. Hang. To see a person hang signifies profit and loss. To dream that you are about to be hung denotes a successful and honorable career after a little struggle. Harlot. To dream of a harlot denotes unpleasant business affairs. Hat. To dream that you have a brand new hat denotes an increase of knowledge. Harness. To dream of harness denote that you are being robbed out of your labor. Hatchet. To dream of a hatchet signifies trouble from an unexpected source. It also denotes treachery. Hate. To dream that someone hates you signifies an unpleasant trip through the country. Hospital. To be confined in a hospital denotes disappointment. It also indicates an unfortunate investment. House. To see a house built of wood denotes bad luck, generally on the following day. To see one built of stone or blocks, cement blocks, denotes prosperity and much happiness. It also denotes health and much wealth. If you dream you see a house on fire, it denotes grief and vexation. Hole. To dream of a hole denotes carelessness in business transactions, which will be attributed to your own negligence. Home. To dream that you are at home denotes that your parents think the world of you. Honey denotes wealth in abundance. This is a very good dream for the poor, as it promises nothing else but success and good fortune. Horoscope. To dream that you get your horoscope done denotes happiness, followed by years of prosperity and good health. Horse. To dream of a horse signifies prosperity and abundance of wealth. It's now 4:27 in Jamaica. This is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. I'm your host, Majesty. Hold up. To see a hold up denotes that a dear friend of yours will be robbed out of his or her earnings by a clever rascal. Husband. If a woman dreams about her husband, it denotes that she loves him better than he loves her. Hurricane signifies loss by fire. It is a sure sign of suffering. Ice cream. To see a great deal of ice cream in your sleep denotes a happy and prosperous marriage. To eat it denotes joy and profit. Icicles denotes a very cold winter. This dream warns you to save money in order to avoid want and sufferings. Idiot. To see one in your dream denotes an unfortunate investment. To talk to one denotes an unhappy marriage. To quarrel with one denotes treachery from an unexpected source. Idle. To dream that you are idling denotes profitable employment shortly and a happy ending of all your troubles. Image. To see one in your sleep denotes that you think more of a certain person than that person thinks of you. To see a graven image signifies that you will be harshly scolded for committing an act of indecency. Incense. To dream that you burn sweet-smelling incense denote that you will be called upon to execute an important duty which will greatly benefit the community in which you are now living. Hydrant. To see water drawn from a water hydrant signifies riches and abundance. Ice. To dream that you see a block of ice denotes that you will receive a cold reception. Iceberg. Denote that you will travel shortly to some distant land. It also indicates a happy and prosperous life. If you see an insane asylum, that's the way you call a madhouse. What does that mean? To dream of an insane asylum signifies a profitable investment. To be confined in one denote that you are allowing the riches and the lust of this sinful world to make you forget your duty toward God. This dream warns you to turn to God in prayer, for praying and loving should be constantly associated, for it is not only the bond between man and man, but it is truly the bond between man and his creator. Inspector. To see an inspector in your sleep denotes sad news, generally lawsuit and suffering. To argue with one denotes a troubled spirit. It is a sign of dissatisfaction. Instrument. To see any kind of musical instrument denotes courage and satisfaction. Insult. To dream that you insult anyone denotes that you are very awkward. To be insulted denotes prosperity throughout your entire life. Infant. To see an infant in its mother's arms is a sign of good investment. Inhale. To dream that you inhale anything denotes that someone is trying to poison you. This dream is therefore a warning of watchfulness. Inheritance. To dream that you fall heir to an inheritance is a sign of good fortune. Injection. To dream you receive an injection in any part of your body denote that your husband or wife is unfaithful. Ink. To dream of a bottle of ink denotes that you will succeed in getting the position that you're now after. To spill it denotes secret sorrows. Insane. To dream of being insane denotes long life and happiness. Indians. To see Indians denotes strife and contention. To fight them denotes power and dignity. If you dream that you're inside looking out, it denotes embarrassment. Israelite. To dream of an Israelite is a warning of sunshine and that you should not mourn over bygone days. Let bygone days be bygone. For there is much happiness and wealth in store for you for the balance of your life. Itch. To dream that your skin or hands itch you denotes money in abundance. Jacket. To dream of your jacket is a sign of selfishness. It denotes that you are self-centered. Jail. To be confined in a jail denotes sorrow and remorse. To leave jail denotes joy and much profit. Invalid. To see a disabled person or an invalid denotes that you will come in contact with one in power and that you will marry that person shortly and be happy. Inventor. To see one in your sleep denotes good fortune. To talk to one denotes that you yourself will become an inventor shortly. Investigator. To dream of an investigator denotes that you will overcome your enemies by using common sense. Invitation. To dream of receiving an invitation to attend any function is a warning of trouble which will last for a little time. It's now 4:34. 4:34 in Jamaica. This is Wisdom Unveiling. You're listening to Radio Jamaica. Ironing clothes. To iron clothes in your sleep denotes joy and much profit. To see others iron clothes denotes long life. To dream of being on a small island denotes that you will be melancholy and disturbed for a few days. Italian. To dream of an Italian denotes long life and good fortune. To quarrel with one signifies embarrassment. Ivory. To dream of ivory denotes loss in business. Janitor. To see a janitor in your sleep promises a permanent position where you least expect it. To talk to the janitor denotes courage. To quarrel with one denotes disturbance. Japanese. If you dream you see a Japanese, it denotes that you will marry shortly and that your marriage will be one of great success. Jar. To dream of a filled jar denotes abundance of wealth and happiness. An empty jar denotes poverty and remorse. Jawbone. To dream that you have an extra large jawbone signifies riches and abundance. To see others with an oversized jawbone denotes health and happiness. Jealousy. To dream that you are jealous denotes weakness of mind. It also indicates sorrow and remorse. Jeweler. To talk to one denotes honesty. This is wisdom unveiling. Jello. To dream of eating jello denotes that your life is filled with joy and sunshine. This is a very good dream, as it shows that your mind is at ease and that you are in the picture of good health. Jersey. To dream that you are in Jersey denotes happiness and much profit. Jew. To dream that you speak to a Jew denotes business success. It also indicates profitable employment. To see a pretty Jewess denotes love affairs. Jeweler. To talk to one denotes honesty. To rob one denotes grief and vexation. To quarrel with one denotes riches. Jewels. To dream of having costly jewels denote that your sweetheart is faithful. Abundance of jewels denotes good luck. Job. To dream that you lose your job denotes sadness. If, however, you dream that you are able to get it back, it signifies that you will establish a well-paying business in the near future. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Yes, brothers and sisters, it has been a gift and a pleasure for me to be here. Give thanks to Radio Jamaica for allowing us to be here. Give thanks to Almighty God and His great goddess, Mother Nature, for not allowing us to be totally obliterated by that storm the other day. For those of you who would like to contact me to get private readings done, my number is 876-844-2295. That is 876-844-2295. Of course, you can check me out on YouTube. Just type the word King Majesty, Majesty. Remember, it is nice to be nice. And no matter who you are, remember, life is measured. You have only a certain number of days on the planet. Spend them well. Enjoy yourself. Make the world around you a better place. Respect everything and everyone. And above all else, obey the golden rule. Treat everyone fairly. Do unto others only as you'll have them do unto you. Until next Monday night, we have another special edition of Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Thank you. Walk good.